I play, but that's not the only reason.
He likes his side firm. I like my side soft.
Sleep Number does that. Effortless comfort all night. So sleeping on a smart bed is why you can play like this?
Yeah, because I also like to sleep cool.
And I like to sleep even cooler.
And I really like it when we both get what we want.
Sleep Number does that. Meet the Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. Visit a Sleep Number store near you. Craving more football? Experience the game like never before.
Every snap, every play. We take you inside the huddle. Dylan Rachel, already on the sidelines. We're going to keep on into the helmet.
I need a hero. I got kicked.
More of what you love.
The United Football League on ESPN. Saturday at 7. And Sunday starting at noon.
Imagine if there's an ESPN Sportsbook app that links to the ESPN app so you could track bets while you check stats. Go from streaming to betting in a couple taps. Personalized offers based on your fantasy team.
You're literally describing ESPN Bet, which exists.
Be a total game changer. One of my best ideas.
ESPN Bet, the official sportsbook of ESPN. Sign up today and receive $100
What you doing with your throat, guys?
when you make your first $10 bet.
Welcome back to
Been saying whenever y'all ready.
The 49ers are on the clock at number 11. You were looking
My fault, cuz. I ain't on that. Yeah, that nigga Shador chain. Husky as fuck, though. I ain't hold no diggy in.
One of the big storylines leading up to this draft.
That nigga chain. You seen that shit, Shrink?
Beyond the ninth selection of the New Orleans Saints, take a look at the teams who choose.
No, they just showed him on the camera. That nigga chain was just husky. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was just so. Fuck is that, John? Fucking, for the rectangle? No, that's a fucking. Jeez, that wasn't a rectangle. I'm drawing. Damn.
The Pittsburgh Steelers at number 21, but there are no assurances that the Steelers take him. And if they don't take him at 21, then it's possible Shador Sanders could slip out of the first round.
Who's OG?
The second round on Friday night. All right, Chuck, thank you very
You watching the draft, bro? You just tell me who the fuck get picked, bro. I gotta watch this game.
Trading up and in.
Malik Beasley, a hooper. I ain't gonna sit here and juice.
That's a foul on Cameron Payne. Number 2 on Payne. With 9:54, a little more than 2 minutes to go. Look at Tom Thibodeau, and this year he surpassed Pat Riley for wins as a New York Knicks head coach. Cunningham will take a breather. Well, the Knicks back-to-back 50 wins.
Hey.
That hasn't been done since
I'm here for you, Marty.
in those Knicks mid-90s. Here's Schroeder. Beasley off the screen. Reed will set it. Beasley will try to penetrate.
Malik Beasley trying to snap.
9 for him. Like that dunk. Now I got Beasley going now. Let's see if his jumper is to follow. By the way, hard is coming for Robinson. Poked away by Schroeder. It's out of bounds. It is off of Detroit. Shot clock showing 12. Jimmy Robinson off the floor, coming back with Hart. Now Robinson's coming back in for OG. Now you're back to that double big lineup here. He had ankle surgery, of course, in the offseason. Missed a lot of the regular season, waiting for him to come back. Ananobi, as Ray said, will check out. 2 bigs in there, Towns and Robinson. It's Robinson. And now Carl Anthony Towns. Harris will try to stop him. He can't. Inside Towns.
Cat's soft as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
Hardaway the rebound. Schroeder in the control. Diffused possession here for Detroit. Payne is all over Schroeder. Harris has been quiet. He hasn't scored. Up and off. Rebound Reed. Reed was great in game 2. Off the bench. And he is starting to spread his wings. That's his first bucket, but he has 5 rebounds, 3 of them. Technical foul. Technical foul.
I don't get that.
And Schroeder. Again, words being said here. We saw this in the first half, and it continues here in the 4th. 4-point ball game.
Stop ball, come on. Good beat, boy. And that was definitely off him. Hell yeah.
Force in the first 2 games for Detroit, 25 and 6 in game 1, double 15 and 13 in game 2, nothing tonight.
Cutter. We just hit his ass. I ain't gonna lie.
2 for him. Pistons so small.
What's the next pick, Shrink? What was the next pick? Who's that? Is that a receiver? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We get shit door, bro. We on some shit, boy. Nigga sleep. They everybody need lineman. I got you. Come on.
Timeout taken New York. Make it Detroit. Pistons take the time. 8-point lead for the Knicks. Big play right there. And 20 for Jalen Brunson.
Drop that down. Come on, Shrink.
You got your pickle glazed sandwich. You got your fried pickle glazed wings and what? Pickle lemonade? Where my pickle people at? Love that pickle from Popeye. Challenges are our greatest opportunities. When we take them on, we make our most extraordinary dreams real. Introducing the most capable Honda we've ever dreamt of. The all-new Passport Trail Sport. Built from limitless determination.
With Amex Business Platinum, you get access to over 1,400 lounges worldwide, including the Centurion Lounge, and a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business, so passion can be a part of your legacy. That's
Yeah, I tried to do some shredder shit.
of American Express.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. It doesn't just have great bones. It was the backbone of your community. So you breathe in new life, grinding away to make space for tomorrow, for your people. This isn't just a restoration. It's a revival. Because you're always willing to double down on your neighborhood. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Medalla, the mark of a fighter.
Lesson number 23. You know you're built different, and they name a shoe after you.
Ooh, these are fire. Now let's have the whole ball.
You got that much cheddar?
I'm made with cheddar. Want it, need it, cheese it.
The NBA playoffs are here, and I'm betting rebound props on FanDuel. After all, I am the league's greatest rebounder. Ain't that right, Chuck GPT? Incorrect. Well, top 5 for sure. You are 19th on the all-time list. 19th. What about scoring? 31st, and likely to be passed soon. Assists? No results found. Best TV personality? Top 1,000. What about celebrity golfer? Do you really want to know? No.
New customers bet $5 and get $250 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, America's #1 sports book.
And Doug.
You'll be back! Emus can't help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. You're just a flightless bird!
No, it's a dream, Frank.
Well, I'll be. That bird really did. Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 liberty.
Welcome back to Game 3 here in Detroit, tied at 1, Pistons Knicks. Time for our TNT game break, presented by PayPal. The Thunder have been so commanding in this series, much like they've been in the regular season. That game coming up. Thunder Grizzlies next on TNT. So, Each team has hit 11 threes. The Pistons plus 6 more attempts at the free throw line. And Detroit is plus 2 in rebounding, categories we were looking at. But the Knicks are plus 12 points in the paint, dominating in there. Not a surprise, Cunningham takes it in, wheeling around on Bridges, threw it away, travel. Turnover when they can least afford it, down by 8. I even would have liked to see Cunningham take that shot, even though it was contested. Reed has done a great job on the offensive glass. Maybe he cleans it up. Gotta get a shot at the basket as opposed to turning it over. Brunson with 20. Inside the cutting, nice defense by the Pistons. Reed got a hand on it. Harris was right there. Hardaway at the other end, and a foul on Bridges. Out on the floor, as Jim Hardaway Jr. was making a move. With more words and shoving after the play. .7:22 to go in this fourth quarter. Detroit has not won a playoff series in 17 years. They've not won a home playoff game since May of 2008. Hardaway is here. Brunson with advantage. Three is off. And the chase for the loose ball is on the floor. Shooter got it. Cunningham Bryant with it. Fires on the corner. Rebound pulled down by Towns. Great defense by the Knicks once again.
Brunson to Bridges. Three. Boom! Puts it in.
So the first team in these playoffs to hit 100 points is 14-0 league-wide so far. It's Schroeder at the line. Still out into 2. And it makes it a 9-point game.
Ralph Waller is smiling right now. Like you saying that.
You mean Hall of Famer?
Hall of Famer.
Waller, yes.
Ralph Waller.
Long-time voice. He was in Philadelphia, went to San Diego. Long-time voice of the LA Clippers. The real gentleman in this game. Now retired, but remembered by all. Admired by all. Here's Brunson. Shot clock is down to 5. Towns in the Schroeder. Easy work. Easy work.
Can lift just over Schroeder.
Towns has got a series high, 27 points for him. Cunningham is a 3.
Well, the question is not going to be at the offensive end for Detroit. Can they stop Bridges? Can they stop Towns? And more importantly, Mr. Clutch with the basketball now and Jalen Brunson.
It's an 8-point game. Schroeder holding on. No call right there. Brunson will go. Schroeder is all over him. Gyrating is Brunson. Kicks to Bridges. Shot. 3. No. Rebound. Punch by Schroeder. Saved by Hart. Inside Anunoby. Leads. Knocked away by Reed. Picked up inside by Harris. Here come the Pistons on the fly. Down by 8. Cunningham. Corner. Schroeder. 3. Yeah!
Where would they be without Dennis Schroeder?
He has been magnificent tonight. 18 points off the base for the Pistons. Shot clock at 5. Brunson 3. Long rebound. Reed.
Oh, Reed has been a man tonight off the bench.
5-7 rebounds now for Reed. Here is Harris. He has not scored. On the floor. Harris here. Over Brunson for 2.
Gets his first bucket. Recognize the mismatch versus Brunson. And here comes the Detroit Pistons. It is a one-possession game. 8-0 run by Detroit.
Hi. Ready for an ultra?
Racing for an ultra?
Yeah, there's ultras on the line. Identity.
Michelob Ultra. Superior lighting.
Welcome to Visible, the ultimate wireless hack. It's one line powered with unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network for just $25 a month. But you already knew all that.
This combo meal's got combinations. Fancy your own creation. Entree, drinking, choice of size. Oh, and it's free to swap fries. BK, have it your way.
The Kia K4 and K5 represent what comes next. The next movement for innovation. And the next movement for acceleration. The Kia
Fuck, I fouling for it.
K5. Get 2.9% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2025 K4 or 2025 K5.
Are you joking? You're joking. Tell me you're joking.
It's a little early for jokes, but here goes. This muffin goes on vacation. What's happening? You said joking 3 times. That's why I'm here. Anyway, this muffin.
Well, I was just excited about my new car.
New car. Oh, you didn't need a joke. You needed a Jake. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your State Farm agent can help you choose the coverage you need.
All right, I got a show, so. You forgot your toothbrush, Jimmy Fallon.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Oopsies. You go.
No, there you go.
Oh.
Go for the handful.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? Spectrum is bringing together the streaming apps you love. Plus, live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. All in one place, across your devices. No matter when or where you are, it's all here. Spectrum. For Mercyhurst, entering the D1 arena isn't just about athletics. It's striving higher in every aspect, not only on the field, but also in the classroom and in our community. By elevating ourselves into Division I, we are building upon a tradition of academic excellence, surrounding ourselves with like-minded institutions, and shaping our students into thoughtful leaders. Our journey isn't just beginning, it's where we are. Experience the rising tide and join the D1 Lakers.
Coming down to the wire in Detroit, first round coverage on TNT is presented by Nerd.
I got you. You gotta spank that jump. Come on, keep me on. Hello?
Yeah, this is now
It's true.
I was gonna call you in, but it took too long. I got somebody else in.
Alright.
The clutch player of the year who gets fouled right there by Schroeder. Ball's going to be in his hand. He won by a landslide. Knicks, by the way, have 2 fouls to give. Detroit none. Hart with the ball. Midnight Bridges 20, Brunson to 20, 27 for Towns, 22 for Anunoby. Towns driving into a couple of Pistons. Hart is on top, shot clock down to 5. Cunningham is on Hart. Shooter trying to defend Brunson. 15 4-point lead. 4:05.
Go ahead, Daryl. Never mind. I ain't gonna lie, you had that bit for a minute, no cap. I was waiting for you to cut. Nah, you was good, Marty. I seen it, but we good.
Anunoby had 10 in the first quarter, 8 in the second. He had 4 in the third, has not scored here in the fourth. But he's been a factor. Under 4 to go in regulation.
Cunningham can match Brunson here.
Shot clock down to 5. Cunningham has it. Brunson on the bend. The gyrating.
Keep swinging, sir. Come on. They down 2 though. I ain't even peep. Come on.
Squeeze the life out of this ball to get the best possession. Brunson. Schroeder bends.
That shit not a jump ball. Pistons got that shit.
That is a bad call there by the official. Nick Fuger. Look at the ball here. I love the scramble here. First to the floor. It's Brunson. It's Schroeder. But no one has possession. How can it be a jump ball?
We should have cut through. Marty.
As you can see, and if you're a Knick fan, that's always a concern. But he's up, and he appears to be okay.
The inbounder always the most important player, bro. That is.
Clearly, you would assume that Durham is going to out-jump.
That shit get used over here again. I got you. Promise you.
You got to find out where the two.
What is my man?
Damn. Harris and Cade, but watch OG shooting the gap here to try to get the ball here. You got to hold them off if you're Cunningham, because OG's going to try to shoot the gap.
It's an AI player.
Durham against Brunson.
I got AI, but that nigga shooting that bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
The jump circle, both Cunningham and OG. Cunningham has to hold.
Oh shit!
Same with Tobias Harris.
This nigga very crazy. Give me one. Come on, come on. Oh, that's a shot. Come on, gang. Good pass though. Good pass. So I got you, bro. I'm gonna keep putting it there, bro. I need you to hit that bit. I got you. I got you, promise you. No, I keep going. That was your shot, baby. I'm on a three. Come on.
Timeout taking Detroit. Now the Knicks by 7 with 3:01 to go in regulation.
That nigga Kathy just hit some weak shit. What's the pick looking like? That's right. Yeah, you start paying attention type shit. You already built your PC? Is that what that is? Why the fuck you ain't start streaming? I tell you all the shit you need. You got everything or no?
Discover doubles your cash back at the end of your first year, so I'm gonna use mine to get something for my beautiful stunt double Eileen.
You
got an Elgato?
Wow.
Discover cashback match.
We'll take
You gotta get an Elgato. That's for your memory and shit. You gotta get an Elgato.
TNT is brought to you by Hennessy. Made for more. Have to be 21 or older to drink responsibly. Hennessy.
That's a shot. Nigga, let it fly.
3:01 to go. Instead of having the ball.
You say lagged out? Shit. I've been putting them dots there. Say I wasn't though.
Down a shot to go up 7. Harris has it. 1 of 7 tonight with 2 points.
I'm here for you. Come on. You went too quick, cuz. I seen it. I just got it. Damn, cuz. He's still flopping. Shit.
What defense by the Knicks at the rim. 2.7 on the clock. Recognize it here. Gotta go quick. Boy, Hunt was in there too, assisting. Now clear look by Hardaway.
Hey, Jalen, damn.
It's a 5-point game with 2.5 to go. Brunson's got it. Schroeder again will be on him. Towns off the down. Carl Anthony Towns will pick it up. They called it late. But I felt it was the right call. They flipped it at the last minute. Carl Dribble hand up right there. Yeah, that's a good call. Big possession for the Pistons. Making through. Cunningham scoops and scores. three-point game. And above Detroit, I am thinking Dirk, who is guarding Josh Hart. Josh Hart is going to have to make a play. I got to get the ball out of Brunson's hand. It is Sean Brisson's on a 12-4 run. There's Brunson with the move. Oh, he fakes out Schroeder. Sets up for the mid-range. Just have a feeling Hardaway in one of these threes. Cunningham will dance. Oh, he got by Anunoby. He lost it inside. Towns gathers it. Brunson will swerve, drive, and score! What a play by Brunson. Great defense.
He lagged out.
By New York. Cunningham, corner, on the sideline. It's Hardaway, picked up by Hart. The bump into Durant.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't put that bear down straight. I ain't gonna lie.
Hardaway's missed his last 5 threes. Brunson will drive. Schroeder on his end. And down it goes. Brunson coming up big. 20.
I ain't gonna lie, KD, next season, he gonna really, I'm saying, he gonna take a big leap. I feel it, ain't gonna lie.
8 of 19, 24 points. All of them down the stretch here.
No, I ain't said no shade, dude. Fuck him. Oh, he's still there. You say Alexandria?
Yes. What, you nervous about the wedding?
No, it's the house, dude. We gotta prove.
Damn, he baited that shit. He played both.
This house, it's the one.
Well, he took that shit.
Speaking of the one, it's caterer. We need a caterer.
New salted caramel macadamia.
Yeah, I was finna bang a jaw. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think I might got the Grizzlies.
Only the ServiceNow platform puts AI agents to work across your company. They deal with the
What you think about that, Barry?
Agents like
I think I got the Grizzlies tonight.
I once played a secret agent.
The Grizzlies.
That one. I heard you were great.
I was great.
Jalen Brunson, Rich told you this, just won the Clutch Award today in the NBA for what he's done the past season. He's got 8 points in the fourth, and in clutch time, 5 minutes and under, 6 points. So he has stood up and represented that trophy well with what he's done on the road tonight in Game 3 and trying to break a 1-1 tie in the series. On the wing, it's a Beasley 3. It's huge.
Shit, this shit ain't over. Beasley just hit a 3.
Stop. Now they have the bigger Cunningham on Brunson. Brunson looking for the screen, and Towns will try to set it. You've got to get the ball out of his hands. It's Towns, shot clock at 4. Bumped on the play by Harris. A runner off the baseline. Foul called on Detroit. It'll be on Harris. And Karl Anthony Towns will be at the free throw line with a 4-point lead. And just under 35 seconds left in regulation. He is 5 of 5.
I ain't gonna lie, I think KD should go to the Knicks.
Harris is upset, giving it to the official, Sean Wright.
That should be perfect, bro. Exactly what that. I think KD should go to the Knicks. That should be perfect. With Brunson and Cat. With Brunson and Cat, cuz, with the defenders they got, cuz, if they can keep all that. If they can keep at least Bridges or OG. I would keep OG though. I ain't gonna lie. But Bridges is the more healthier one.
Well, we got 3-point shooters on the floor. Hardaway, Beasley just knocked down one. His second of the evening for Beasley. 2 of 9. Karl Anthony Towns again. And Cat has 31. 31 points for Karl Anthony Towns. After he scored 10 in Game 2. Cunningham sets. Spins off Brunson. Feeds inside. Durant is there. 4-point game, half-minute to go. Brunson with it. Cunningham on him. Pokes away. Paws at the ball. Crashing at him there is Hardaway. And a foul call. It's Hardaway's 4th.
He's stiff armed me.
3.4. And to the free throw line goes Brunson. He is 7 of 7.
They found the wrong nigga.
The ball's going to be in either Brunson or Carl Anthony Towns' hands, and both are excellent free throw shooters.
They sit and shade this game.
14 apiece.
That drop is 27th point. This is what the series schedule looks like. Game 4 Sunday here in Michigan, and back to New York for Game 5. Brunson with 27, 9 of 24.
That shit too lame. Shit, you said the Lakers played it at your dumbass.
Cunningham the other way, down by 6. Here come the Pistons. It's a shot over Anunoby. It's a 3. And Robinson in there trying to grab it. It's off the fingertips of the neck and out of bounds, and it's Detroit's ball.
Send another invite real quick.
A lot of anticipation in Detroit for this game tonight.
The gameplay.
Back home after a winning game. There's a shot. Goes from Beasley. Bridges controls it.
Y'all need fast remedy. It's giving sad energy. Bringing up bad.
Well, yeah.
The New York Knicks, after that thrilling come from behind win in Game 1 in the Garden, have come on the road and taken the Pistons. Here is a Hardaway pass. It's a 3-point game with 5.8.
I'd call timeout if you advance here. Advance the ball.
And the timeout is taken. New York has one left, leading by 3, and they'll have the ball.
There's a reason they don't call them clean bikes, am I right? Because of dirt bikes?
Gas stations.
Ooh. You gotta start at the top and work your way down. Want me to do yours next? Oh, you're from Oklahoma.
They have to fill the silence.
The bathroom code's 9914.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Look at this hot rodder! What are you doing?
Crunching numbers on every NBA playoff matchup.
But with the NBA app, you get real-time stats and insights while you're watching the postseason. We're talking exciting plays, buzzer beaters.
And a deep dive into playoff drama as it unfolds?
All playoffs, all free.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Carl Anthony Towns with 31, Brunson with 28, Bridges with 20, 22 from Anunoby. And the Knicks tonight have shot 46%, hit 12 threes.
My fault, Chad. I didn't even know that shit was muted. No cap.
It's great. 25. They just used the timeout. 1 minute there. And the inbound will come on the near sideline, as you can see from Bridges. And covering that will be Harris.
And if you're Detroit, best case scenario here, if you can get a 5-second violation on the Knicks here. But if you get a quick turnover, you do have that one timeout to advance the basketball.
Bridges will inbound, and Harris is defending that inbound. It goes off to Brunson. He is bumped by Azar Thompson, and the foul goes on Thompson. 3-point.
Yeah, I'm over. So invite.
And the Knicks will have free throws. Brunson 10 points
She got work.
in this fourth quarter, and 8 points in clutch time. 5-point game or less, 5 minutes or less, and that defines that portion of the game. It was 104-101 with 4:10 left. Brunson hit a jumper right as the shot clock expires. Over it back. Brunson's at the line.
Question is, where did Brunson get the basketball
court. I would love to see that play again. Where did he catch it? Oh, that's so close to him. Looked like a ball right at the half court. Oh, that's close. That is so close. To the other strike. Where he has not missed tonight, 10 attempts. Timeout Detroit. 4-point game. Next time, it'll be Detroit's ball when we come back on.
See what this draft about. '17th pick for Bengals.
You think you know me? Why I do what I do? From day one, it's always been about him. My mom, my sister, DeAndre, Bucky, Shiloh, Shador, and Bossy. The coaches, players, that's family. Every move, every sacrifice, every step along the way. See, the spotlight may follow me, but I put all that night.
Send squad strength.
Because it's never been about me.
I got kicked in my. Hold on. 1 second. Bless you. Bless you.
Hey, Courtyard's official fan badge is open.
I was about to say, niggas that?
Now we get to hang out with NFL fans all season long.
Shit, I chill.
Did they just hop from a baseball game to a show on Max? Is that legal direction? It's like all their apps and channels.
Said they got something for us, but that ain't no ego, is it? Yo, thought I was coming one up, but I got my people with me. Yeah, I can see you.
How does DirecTV put all your favorite stuff on one home screen? Uncanny content suggestions based on your watch history? Or mind control?
Were you recently electrocuted?
A better way to watch whatever you want to watch.
Well, I, for one, am intrigued. Looking for a reason to try the $5 meal deal with new McValue. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. Get more than you expect with the $5 meal deal with new McValue.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. Dak going for it, and he fumbles. Brilliant recovery with the Lowe's app. He always delivers. And so does the Lowe's app. In-store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
Death is coming for us because we were never supposed to exist. If you can see how all of this fits together, we might have a chance.
Final destination, Bloodlines, May 16th, rated R. Turn the off-season on again. With the NFL app, your home.
He called him Shatter.
Get the news, the highlights, and more access with a subscription to NFL Plus. For the picks, the moves, the plays. All in one place. All year long. Welcome home.
See another one.
Exciting game.
Legacies to defend.
There's the goal they've been looking for.
History to be made.
But Mbappe's through here with a jar. What a classy finish around Madrid.
When teams collide, the world watches.
And that is it. Game, set, match.
Copa del Rey final exclusively on ESPN Plus and ESPN Deportes.
Welcome back to the 2025 NFL Draft.
Shit, we'll get back on our mission. Shrink. Fuck niggas talking about. Let's get money.
The 2025 draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we are now.
Hey, Brady, where you at, cousin?
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, there we are. Come
Sam
on.
Hubbard,
Come on, this
defensive
bitch.
end, to retire in the fall season. They're still talking to trade Hendrickson about a new contract, but the two sides.
Of course, I read my chat, bro.
Close to a deal. So in the
Why would you ask me something like that?
expected to look at this spot for more pass rush help. Hi, Chef Dussain here, and that Bengals pick is in. They have the 3 big players to deal with during this offseason, and thus far.
I ain't gonna lie, the Bengals should get Will Johnson, but if they don't get any win, they should get something different.
Looking good. The defense, major questions. Here's the commissioner who has the 17th pick.
He said, let's bet 20. Y'all don't win this game. Hell, I'm not betting that shit no more, bro. Hell no. Not another nigga's hands, bro. Hell no. Hell no, bro. Every time a nigga say that, bro, I swear I lose that shit. I'm not betting that shit. I'm not betting. Hell no. So any goofy shit happen, bro. Bro said he'd bet it. He said he'd bet it.
Does he ever look the part? The athleticism off the charts. But Mel, we've talked about it throughout this draft process. Just 4.5 sacks in 3 seasons at College Station. So it's a difference between the traits and the production.
Problem is, Grease, of AOG's block the LTP. That's AOG's another occupation guy. Right? The guys will not
We out shrink.
Professional football neutralized and handled Shamar Stewart. 1.5 sacks the last 3 years. That's 4.5 for his career. The last 7 games of the year, 3 successive seasons, he didn't record a sack. This against college offensive linemen. Now, you want to say, boy, Ethan Neal Hunter? Good Ethan Neal Hunter has 4.5 career sacks. 1.5 his last year at LSU. He's got 99.5 sacks. He averages 11 sacks a year in the NFL.
You see what?
That's an outlier, right? Well, Shamar Stewart, who we know about an LTP, looks the part. 6'5", 267, 4'5", 40, 160, 10, 34 and 8 arms, and a 40 vertical. Are you kidding me? He should be getting double-digit sacks, folks. What's the problem?
Now, here's the thing I'll tell you. I'd rather drive a Mercedes than a pickup truck because I like to drive fast. At least I know I can go fast in the Mercedes. And it's up to the defensive line coach to get the best out of him because you can take this young man with the traits that he has and his speed. He has the potential to be a double-digit sack guy in the National Football League. A lot of disruption, not a lot of production, but the tools are there. Mike Tomlin has a
The D, boy.
Guys didn't need coaching, I wouldn't have a job. He needs coaching. He needs to understand his pass rush move and how to finish at the quarterback. That's what the NFL is about. I love this pick for the Cincinnati Bengals, and I just wonder how this is going to impact Trey Hendrickson and what they do with him.
You know, they need somebody like Trey Hendrickson around to show this young man how to run the best, right? Think of some of the players that he played with. When you have other guys you can sit and watch, like it's not just going to be on their new defensive coordinator, Al Golden. He can't just be the one who's going to teach this young man how to pass rush. There's got to be people in the locker room that are going to help him as well. He plays hard as hell. I mean, hard. They move him from a 9 technique outside the tackle. They'll put him over the nose. And he can collapse the pocket, but he just doesn't have a plan.
Verizon Business takes us back to the stage. Molly is with Shamar. Molly.
Thanks, Greeny. Shamar, scouts and GMs all rave about your physical gifts. You have a longer wingspan than LeBron James. How were you built to play in this league?
Man, I'm built for it. I'm made for my hard body. I'm made for this. I'm ready.
The Bengals' new defensive coordinator, Al Golden, known for his aggressive style. How can he bring out the best in you?
Hey, man, just let me go in a straight line. Go in a straight line, I'll figure everything else out.
All right, well, Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow's jobs just got a little bit harder in the AFC.
He saved the day, didn't he?
Thank you.
Greeny.
Molly, thank you very much. Shamar Stewart. Again, the magnificent physical talent. The production that hasn't always
Wait a little bit.
Expect to hear his name early tonight. Mike Green still on the board. A lot of pass rushers in this draft. It was interesting to see in which order they would fall, and now they are starting.
Hey, he got something off.
Seattle Seahawks are on the clock, followed by Tampa and Denver, and we'll be back in 15 seconds after this word from Thrivent.
With Thrivent, your personal finances aren't just personal. We use
still
to help all the people we hold in our hearts. Because the most important thing isn't what you're planning for, it's who. Thrivent, where money means more.
All right, we're back in Green Bay. The Seattle Seahawks are on the clock in an interesting offseason for Seattle after they send away Geno Smith and they sign up Sam Darnold. So it's sort of a new era there with their second-year coach Mike McDonald. What direction should we be expecting now for the Seattle Seahawks here picking at number 18?
We talked about a lot about the interior of the offensive line, and Tyler Booker is gone, and there's other guys that are available. And
I don't know. I love it.
Ray Zabel, North Dakota State. I know there's some teams in the late first round were hoping he would slide through the cracks, but his versatility to play every position on the offensive line. Practice at center at the Senior Bowl. Ray Zabel, I know he could have gone anywhere he wanted. He stayed at North Dakota State, loyal to that program, and he can play anywhere on that line, but he will put
the board, oh my gosh.
At pro level.
Especially if they feel really good about their two.
We let it fly. Yes, sir.
Charles Cross and Abraham Lucas,
Let it fly.
About those tackles, then I agree with Mel. Attacking the interior of the line is the way to go.
A quick note as we await the commissioner, there's been one trade so far. The fewest in any first round in the common draft era is 3. We'll see if those start. But here's the commission.
With the 18th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Gray Zabel, guard, North Dakota State.
So there he is. Well, there's your guy. You just mentioned it. He had NIL offers to leave North Dakota State, but stayed in part so he could play with his brother. And as a result, he won his second FCS championship last year, got invited to the Senior Bowl. He was great there. This, by the way, is the 4th year in the last 5 the Bison have had an offensive lineman selected in the draft.
Yeah, you look at me, starting the first 3 games of left guard in
Well,
2023, moved to right tackle for the
damn.
rest of that season. This past year, he's at left tackle for North Dakota State. He's getting the job done again, getting it done there. Started the final 36 games of his career. 41 overall at left tackle, right
Oh, I thought he crunched him there.
Practice at center at the Senior Bowl in Lewis. The technique and the fiery approach. He's got a defensive mentality. Brady Zabel, I know down in Mobile, impressed a lot of offensive line coaches.
No doubt, especially with this player on the interior, center, and guard. You go back to 23, as you mentioned, and you watch him there, where he started those games at left guard. He looked like a Pro Bowler. He looked like a guy who's going to be all rookie immediately and he's going to challenge for a Pro Bowl spot. The arm length does show up the tackle for him. He doesn't have that kind of physical range to deal with some of the pass rushers he would deal with in the NFL. But at guard, he's plug and play.
So he's headed to Seattle. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be next. Congratulations to Gray Zabel and his family. Again, the Bucs are on the clock, then the Broncos, then the Steelers. When will we have our next quarterback selected? We'll find out shortly. We're live in Green Bay. We're back in a moment on ESPN.
Nigga, but I slick should have bet that, but jeez.
Cleaning your dog's teeth can be hard. But not with Greenie's dental treats. Greenies, make health a treat. Also, try Greenie's dog food and toppers.
This is a meal. Melty, cheesy, flaky, toasty. Lunch just got croissant-tastic. Try the new croissant toast sandwiches. It just meals good at Panera.
Chime exists to help everyday Americans make it. When you build your credit to build yourself up, when payday comes on your terms, when your girl math starts mathing, oh yeah, you're making it. Success doesn't happen overnight, but as you progress, you start getting it. See, when you're going after something bigger, hustling for something better, baby, you're making it.
Graduates, today
I must be holding it. Shit. I must be holding that shit too long.
except for the following, which you are likely to find exceedingly difficult. Going to a 9-to-5 job, doing your taxes, putting on a duvet cover, taking off the duvet cover, realizing you're never going to go to the gym. This guy knows what we're talking about. In summary, life is hard, but saving money by bundling your home and auto with Progressive is easy. Well, yeah, deciding what's for dinner every night for the rest of your life.
With the first selection in the 2005 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Alex Smith.
Forget franchise. Aaron Rodgers will be solid. How far he drops is going to be the storyline of the day.
Miami Dolphins select Ronnie Brown, Parnell Williams, Antrell Roll.
Hey, a week and a half ago, it looked like Aaron was going to be the guy. I like Aaron Rodgers a lot, and somebody's going to get themselves a heck of a steal.
24th selection in the 2005 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Aaron Rodgers.
We're back in Green Bay. Time now for a draft moment brought to you by Ego.
Yeah.
So what were the possibilities that we would
We got you off your man.
on the board available as we arrive at the 19th pick, which is where we are now? Well,
Oh,
if he was on
shit.
1550, he would be there at 13. The
Just so
potential
what?
to continue the drop, and we were a few picks away from the Steelers at 21. Adam Schefter, what can you tell us?
Say it one more time. No shit too quiet, cuz.
19 or 20, the Buccaneers are sticking at 19.
What?
The Broncos are sticking at number 20, and that would bring us to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Come on, cuz.
21.
No way he said that.
People have wondered whether the team would take it. He's got good support within the organization. Mike Tomlin is a fan of Chicago. Offensive coordinator Art
They got Gilly in that jump. Oh shit, Gilly in there.
also be held at defensive tackle, wide receiver, running back, some other positions. And if they don't take them, there's a real possibility Shador Sanders still could be on the board Friday night. All right, Chef D, and there you saw Shador with his legendary father and longtime coach, Deion Sanders, been his coach all through his life. But the Buccaneers are on the clock right now, and here comes the commissioner with the 19th selection.
With the 19th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver, Ohio State.
That's a little bit of a surprise. A terrific player. We thought they might go defense, but if you think of all the great pass catchers Ohio State has sent to the NFL, even in the last handful of years, consider Emeka Egbuka is the school's all-time leading receiver now. 205 catches over 4 seasons.
Yeah, the only thing really slowed Emeka Egbuka down was that left ankle injury in 2023. Missed 3 games mid-season, came back, had 41 catches. Year prior to that, he had 74 catches for 15, 6 average, and 10 touchdowns.
Yeah, I thought you was going for the wide. My fault.
81 catches, 12-5 average, and 10 touchdowns. I'll call him a professional receiver. You know what you're getting with Emeka Egbuka. Once he ran that 4.47 40, that solidified him as a late first, maybe even a mid first, but Emeka Egbuka running under 4.5 with the kind of production and versatility and the approach, that workmanlike business professional approach is how he became a first-round draft choice.
Think about where Emeka plays primarily, right in the slot. He's the guy who can also win outside, real tough inside, who make contested catches, threaten the middle of the field. Who does that for Tampa Bay? Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin coming off of a very, very significant injury. This makes you wonder. They must be concerned a little bit about what's going on with Chris Godwin and maybe his availability. Who knows for 2025? Because this is not for certain. Mike Evans getting a little bit older. This is a little bit of a curveball of a pick. But when you start trying to think about why this may have happened, you kind of have to start really following the breadcrumbs.
It also makes you wonder if you're Tampa, who's going to rush the passer? Greedy, you said we were thinking defense.
Yes.
They need an edge rusher. They signed Hassan Reddick on a 1-year deal. They need more shoes coming off the edge in this Cowboys defense.
Well, Booker, you live in Tampa. You've been telling me all along they were going to go defense.
Everyone told me they were going to go defense, and then they did.
Hey, Bloodhound, you still in here? Hey, Bloodhound, you still in here? Let me know if you're still in here, Bloodhound.
You see Todd Bowles, the coach of the Buccaneers. So the Denver Broncos are on the clock, and then the Steelers will pick next.
Fuck! He's baiting me good as fuck.
About to get all the more interesting. We're back in Green Bay in just a moment.
The 2025 NFL Draft, presented by Courtyard by Marriott, is brought to you by Progressive. Protect your auto, home, and business today at Progressive.com.
Mine was earned in Germany, 1984.
I earned it for my family.
Playing that defense on him, nigga. He ain't never seen nothing like it.
USAA membership is for those who serve and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. And because our members know USAA's commitment to serving the military community, they're proud to start their family.
We shot that.
So I'm in, and so is our family.
Yeah, wow, nigga. Oh, you missed that.
You can become a member today. Members who switch save an average of $725 annually on auto insurance.
I was tired of being told no. No to my dreams.
I had no idea if anyone would buy it.
This is so wild that I actually, from a dream, started a business.
I know. Is this yours?
Yeah.
No way. Yes, way. Well, get in.
There's nothing like that first Mercedes feeling. Experience the feeling yourself at a local Mercedes.
Fuck! I just got baited twice. That's me, fellas. Fuck, it's me.
Really?
Let's start paying attention to breast when it matters the most. Early detection for breast cancer is a game changer, and why I'm able to be here today. So let's get more women screened.
He's spanking that shit. He might be the new shrink duo. Oh shit.
With someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering each AT's platform now comes with the power of Morgan Stanley.
Mom can speak walrus?
This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works. This stuff kills weeds down to the root without killing your lawn. This stuff works on dandelions, crabgrass, clover. This stuff works for up to 3 months. This stuff works guaranteed or your money back.
Hey, Bloodhound, we still in here again.
Small lawns, and I guess you can call that a lawns. This stuff works without killing your lawn. This stuff works without killing your weekend. This stuff works for the rookies and the seasoned pros. This stuff works in Knoxville, Bronxville, Rockville, Marysville. This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works.
This is Formula One. It's lights out and away we go.
The season continues in Miami, Sunday, May 4th on ABC, the exclusive home on F1.
Welcome back to Green Bay. The Denver Broncos are on the clock at number 20, and right now it's time for a look at Mel's Best Available, brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott.
They got some good ones. Shador, I'm amazed right now that he's still on the board after I was with Aaron Rodgers. New Orleans, hey, I'm going to wait and see who makes a move to get Shador Sims before I start talking about those organizations that will want them. Will Johnson, we don't expect the injury. That was effective where he went. Good corner, had he been healthy through the process, would have been a top 10 to 15 pick. I love Amari and Hampton for Denver. I've said it for 3 months. They need a running back, which complete he is to help out Bo Nix. Josh Simmons was the best tackle before he got hurt in October in that game against Oregon. That's why he's still available. Right tackle, left tackle could play guard as well. And I'm surprised Matthew Golden, once he ran 4.29 on the heels of a great year at Texas, on the heels of 2 really good years at Houston with the Cougars. Matthew Gold did everything in Texas. Got open, caught the ball, and ran great. I'm really surprised Gold's still here at this point in the draft.
Been an interesting night, very strange one in some ways. We had the enormous trade at the very beginning, Jacksonville moving up from 5 to 2, but that has been the only trade we've had so far in round 1. And I'll mention again, the fewest in any first round in the common draft era was 3. And that goes back to 1971 is the most recent time. So we've generally had a lot more than that. The Broncos pick is in, and here comes the commissioner with a special guest to make the selection.
April is World Wish Month, and the NFL is proud to support the life-changing wishes that Make-A-Wish grants. Yes. One of those wishes will be coming true right now. Sam is a 17-year-old Broncos fan who has bravely battled cancer. Here's that fist up. His wish is to announce the first-round draft pick for his favorite team. Please join me in cheering on Sam as his wish comes true. Take it away, Sam. Let's go, Broncos. All right. With the 20th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Jahdae Barron, DB, Texas.
It's a wonderful moment. And Jahdae Barron, the young man grew up in Austin, much decorated in his final season with the Longhorns. Mel, a consensus All-American woman.
Sharp pick, Shrink. Oh my gosh.
In the country had 5 interceptions on the season.
You have 2 Texas Longhorns ran great at the combine. Indeed, if you Matthew Golden have been voted at the 4.29. I've actually Jahdae Barron running a 4.39 when somebody run 4.45 to 4.5 at 5'11", 195 pounds. Plays everywhere in that secondary for Texas. Super smart, can blitz, intercepts passes. Not talking about it. Doesn't miss many tackles at all. He had 67 tackles, 5 interceptions, and 11 pass breakups this past year. Jahdae Barron did a short tackler, instinctive, versatile guy. He can play anywhere in the deep patrol.
Yeah, this is another guy that Steve Sarkisian, the head coach of Texas, just raved about. He raves about Barron because of the fact that he's a great locker room guy. He's a guy who can fit in with everyone. He's kind of a spokesman for a team. He kind of settles everyone down. And as far as on the football field, you're right, he's super versatile. Can play inside and outside, has great instincts, great vision, route development and understanding, and the willingness to come up and hit, play strong at the catch point. That's what Vance Joseph's going to want out there in Denver, where they play some pretty good defense. Him and Patrick Surtain II, that's a pretty good group of corners right now when you're talking about the Denver Broncos.
And as you start to look at it, he's a faster version of what Brian Branch does for the Detroit Lions. A multiple position player that can play inside, outside, that can play in the middle of the field. He can do it all, kind of a joker on defense. He will be used very well at Denver.
Yeah. All right, and so now we get to the Steelers at 21, and this is a spot that obviously we have had circled for quite some time. Adam Schefter, what can you tell us?
Well, Greeny, one of the most intriguing spots in the draft. Shedeur Sanders is still on the board right now. The Pittsburgh Steelers still are awaiting an answer from Aaron Rodgers. One person in the league said they wondered how that combination, Aaron Rodgers and Shedeur Sanders, could go along if the Steelers went that route. But there are no assurances that Pittsburgh is going to go that route at number 21 when they have other needs as well. This will be an organizational decision. If they take Shedeur, he has a new home. If they don't, then we have entered into a really intriguing part of the draft where Shedeur Sanders and Jackson Dart are alive. And interestingly, the belief around the league is that the Saints and Giants both really like Jackson Dart.
So, Shefty, there's an irony in all of this, Mel, because you keep making the comparisons to Aaron Rodgers and the way that he slid through the draft, and now perhaps Rodgers playing some role in Pittsburgh's decision as they make this pick here at 21. But we're waiting to see if this is the spot. Shedeur Sanders will finally hear his name called.
The Steelers have no second-round pick. That went to Seattle for DK Metcalf. So they're sitting here with a pick. We talked about Derek Harmon. Derek Harmon, defensive back out of Oregon, could be mentored by Cam Hayward. Cam Hayward can't play great forever, right? He's a Hall of Famer, but he's a year, but 2 more years, maybe 3. So you bring in maybe Derek Harmon. How do you feel about Shedeur at 21? Half at 5. This organization has not had won a playoff game in 9 years. They haven't had any losing seasons in a long time, but 21. They haven't won a playoff game in 9 years. In this division, with Burrow and Lamar and the AFC loaded with great quarterbacks, and you have Mason Rudolph, and there's Shedeur sitting there, and you have no second-round pick. Where's the young quarterback coming in? Look, I'm taking Shedeur Sanders. I prefer him in New Orleans. I don't know what the Saints were thinking there. That's their decision. I disagree with it. But if I'm Pittsburgh, Shedeur Sanders, the pass on him at this stage at pick 21, Bug.
I'm told that the pick is in. The commissioner is making his way to the stage. Will this be the moment that we hear the second quarterback's name, or will the drop continue? Here comes Roger Goodell with the announcement.
With the 21st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Derek Harmon, defensive tackle.
What the fuck? We just picked the defensive tackle, bro. Oh my fucking gosh, bro.
The young man can rush the passer from the interior of that D-line. Led all defensive tackles in quarterback treacheries With 34, Mel, he was fabulous at the combine. He's from Detroit. Started his career at Michigan State, had one season at Oregon.
He had a really good season because he did something in Oregon that he didn't do at Michigan State, was compete. He could be consistent on a game-to-game basis. He really, this year, took his game from a competitive standpoint to a new level. I know Michigan State kept waiting for it to really hit home and really develop into that kind of player that Alex indicated he could be. And this year, he did it. He was disruptive. He got in the backfield. He hit.
We obviously finna get Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Had all the momentum. You watch him, guys. He can get into the backfield. Plays a little high, but he is a guy who can learn from Cam Hayward. Look, man, will they win? That position, that need, and having a guy that can be made the heir apparent to Cam Hayward against the quarterback short standards, they opted for Derek Carr because they love the fact he could be the next guy to take over for Cam Hayward.
Well, no doubt. You talk about Cam Hayward getting a little longer than two. This is
I'm gonna try to get
something
some.
Pittsburgh doesn't have, which is interior pass rush. You mentioned he led all defensive tackles as far as
damn, who really just fucking did that?
When you look at Keanu Benton, they took out of Wisconsin. He's played well, but getting to the passer hasn't been his
Nah, bro, we just didn't get Shador Sanders, bro.
Fortify the defensive front. Again, pass on the quarterback.
We got a D tackle.
Fortify the defensive front with TJ Watt. I like what the Steelers are doing. You just wonder. Who's going to
Trying to get a young nigga, bro. What's all that?
That's a great question. We don't know right now.
No one knows.
Guess it'll be Mason Rudolph.
One wonders if they know. And by the way, the Steelers' last first-round defensive lineman was Cam Hayward, whom they selected 31st in 2011. So there's the celebration in the Steelers draft room. The question is, when will the next quarterback come off the board? Come on back and find out. The Chargers are on the clock. We're back in Green Bay in just a moment.
This shit crazy.
Pete Courtyard's official ambassador has opened a new world. Now we get to hang out with them little things all season long.
Wait, what?
See you on game day.
This is the mark of a fighter. A rich, full-flavored lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. A reward for those with a fighting spirit. You earned this, so hold it high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Order a 10-piece McNuggets meal with spicy nether flame sauce. And unlock epic add-ons in Minecraft. Only when you order on the McDonald's app. Let's build.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
Here again. Hey, Jake from State Farm. I say so much bubbly, it inspired my workout. Oh!
That's fucking insane.
And it's Bobby again, right? Hey, this is my living room. Bundling. Just another way to save with a personal price plan. The dog isn't allowed on the couch there. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
From the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, the Ego 22-inch aluminum deck mower, the most powerful mower in its class, producing the perfect razor-sharp cut. Find an Ego retailer near you.
$6 never tasted so good. IHOP's Breakfast Babes combo is now just $6. Featuring IHOP's world-famous buttermilk pancakes, crispy hickory smoked bacon, and 2 eggs cooked to order your way. All for just $6. Part of the new $6 House Babes menu.
Verizon Small Business Days are back. Our experts?
Welcome in.
Closer than you think. Serving deals, advice, and more.
Hey. Hi.
April 21st and 27th.
Let's take a look.
Get started today.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. McCaffrey looking lost.
I'm looking for a lunch. I'm looking for a lunch. Could you put me aisle 27?
Find what you need faster with the Lowe's app.
Welcome back to Green Bay. Now it's time for another look at your best available players. Brought to you by PointGod by Marriott.
Yeah, it'll be interesting with Shador because I got a list of some guys who were great in the NFL, but they were old school pocket passers and where they slid.
That shit hit off his chest. You seen that shit? Smack this shit. Pussy.
resumes, the quarterbacks went on to be outstanding in the National Football League. Will Johnson, the injury affected him, pushed him down. Lamar Hampton surprised Denver to take one Denver offense to go a different direction, and Denver took Sinead Barron, the quarterback, taking some Texas. All of a sudden, Hampton could drop a little bit to running back.
Steelers stupid as fuck. We had Will Johnson on the fucking board, dude. Dumb as fuck. We took a D tackle. I mean, that's going. I mean, we didn't even need that, bro. That's not what we needed, bro. Our D lines be straight, bro. I don't know what the fuck was that. Joey Porter and Terry Slay. Imagine that with Will Johnson, him, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Nigga's stupid. Who made the decision, bro? I might fucking stop fucking with the Steelers, bro. I'm about to finally bandwagon.
We always act like we're in the 6th round of the draft right now, and short hitter hasn't been picked. And we're still waiting on Lamar Jackson wasn't taken. And the last time I checked, the total race was about Payne Hurt, a 25-year-old tight end at the time out of South Carolina, tight end. And then they traded back into 32 to take Lamar Jackson. We're going to pack it up at the end of day 1 and get ready for day 2, right? Here's Lamar Jackson. That list of the pocket passer. Johnny Unitas. Cut by the Steelers, passed over, right? Nobody won. Dan Marino passed over for Ken O'Brien, right? Joe Montana went the 3rd round. Kurt Warner, undrafted free agent. Peyton Manning didn't have to live like Ryan Leaf over and Phil Coley was taken #1 overall. Matt Ryan. Dick Long went ahead of Matt Ryan. He took him so far something from Ken Henning over Matt Ryan. Hockey guy, how'd that work out, right? Drew Brees, 2nd round. Chargers and Miami didn't take him. Goes to New Orleans, right? How'd that work? Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant.
I'm pissed, Shrink. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pissed. Like, what the fuck, bro? A D tackle? A D tackle, fam?
Unitas came out of Louisville. They didn't like him now. Now you didn't get burned. 9 out of 10 times. I don't know if it's that the NFL doesn't like them. I think the NFL is saying that those quarterbacks.
It's 2 minutes in the first.
They don't do anything special. So we talked about earlier in the show about people getting wild with the all-platform throws and all these different things. Shadur Sanders plays quarterback.
Ooh, you should have. Shrink, you should have gave it to me. I was gonna throw it back. Pause. Damn, boy, think ahead.
The first thing that quarterback whispers, guys who we respect the most, quarterback, that the first thing that they talk about when they're talking about what does it take to play quarterback at a high level in the NFL, they don't say wild throws, they don't say great breaks.
We might get a grab, bro. What you think, Shrink? He might be a hooper. Joe Johnson type.
That's what they say. Fedora has made great decisions.
What you think, Shrink?
In the pocket, outside the pocket. When he's getting his head knocked off, he's made great decisions. He throws the football with accuracy. The whole arm strength thing, I mean, come on. Look, how many times? He's a nice passer of the football. It's as simple as that. He just is. What this comes down to, look, I'm going to try to look at this from a team perspective, right? Every team teams like players. It's just a matter of what price do they want to pay, right? So they figure for him, if we're looking at, we're judging the landscape right here, we don't need to pay top 15 prices, top 20 prices. Heck, we may not even need to pay 1st round prices. Doesn't mean I agree with you, but they need to know. That's right. The most important position. Hey, they're taking, all the teams that are passing on right now, as Mel just mentioned, are taking a gamble. They're taking a gamble. The teams who need a quarterback, if you pass on him and he winds up having a Drew Brees type of career, a Tom Brady type of career, which he's totally capable of. You're going to sit back and there's going to be a lot of revisionist history on him.
Bro, Shrink, I'm tired, fam. I'm tired. Steelers, they just keep making bullshit fucking decisions, bro. I'm tired. I might bandwagon, fam. I'm tired. This might be the first time you hear me bandwagon.
We've only had one quarterback selected. We have only had one trade made. If Shadur Sanders was going to get drafted here, it would have to be a trade because Justin Herbert is going to be the quarterback of the Los Angeles Chargers. So I said that facetiously. Obviously, this isn't going to be the spot. So the Chargers are on the clock here. Then we will have the hometown Green Bay Packers. So no doubt we'll get a jolt from this crowd. You see Jim Harbaugh's team has made its selection. Here's Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
With the 22nd pick in the
That shit kind of smooth, bro. What you think?
The Los Angeles Chargers select Omarion Hampton, running back, North Carolina.
Subway?
Now a player you back-to-back monsters.
What you be getting, the Philly, right?
Over 1,500 yards in 2020.
What you get?
Over 1,600 last year. 30 touchdowns on the ground, and he added 67 catches as well.
Yeah, just turned 22 on March 16th. I thought he'd be a Denver Bronco. And he goes to the division. Now he can haunt the Broncos a little bit. But the Chargers.
You'll be fucking with the Phillies?
Obviously, got to stop the run. Something they couldn't do last year as well.
I can't believe what the fuck just happened in my eyes. Shrink, you believe that?
622 carries this career at the 128 fewer.
My eyes. What they say on SpongeBob? It's in my eyes.
I know that contact and being able to go run through contact. He will do that. Excels at picking up yards and breaking tackles after that contact with the late drive, the determination, and that breakaway speed. He possesses very good hands as well. At a career high 38 receptions, 2 touchdown catches this year. Doesn't have the elusiveness of a Jinty and the ability there to make people miss on a consistent basis. Pass blocking needs to improve just a bit, but the athleticism and what cut he can go. Amari Hampton will hit that hole hard, and he will break tackles. He is a game breaker. Joe Mixon, 120 plus pounds. That's Joe Mixon right there. That's what it looks like. Joe Mixon wearing the North Carolina uniform.
And you put him in this offense where they want to run the football, hardball, coming downhill. This is a perfect fit for Mario Hampton.
All right, and so as the National Football League has now taken to bringing the draft on the road, we will reach that moment that we look forward to every year. The home team is on the clock, and just listen to these fans in Green Bay. The Go Pack Go chants. Hundreds of thousands of cheese heads as far as the eye can see. These fans so excited. The people of this terrific city have been so excited to host this event. We have all felt it all week long. There's been no question about it. And so with all the energy here, the Green Bay Packers, part of that incredibly tough division now in the NFC North. A lot of interesting needs. Willis Reed here to join us.
He wasn't ready. I tried to turn him up. I'm seeing where his drive at, Shrink. Let me see. He might be one of the next stars in our camp. He might be a star in our camp, man.
Talking about giving up thousands for a heck of a player, having been healthy through the process and not banged up. Will Johnson's a top 10 pick. So when is Will Johnson going to come up? We're going back to Shinola. Will Johnson's another guy who's projected way up there. We don't know what his 40 speed is and those touches about his recovery ability to do. But as a corner, we can anticipate the break on the ball. 9 career receptions, 3 career pick sixes. I'll be interested to see how far Will Johnson drops.
Yeah, it's all about how comfortable people are with the benefits of Will Johnson. That's what it's going to be. And there's going to be some questions about it. He's in that area right now where you start going, the teams that needed corner, a guy like this, a guy who, again, Wade Martindale, who coached him up there at Michigan, said, look, this guy has hands, has ball skills like Champ Bailey. The guy can snatch the ball and take the ball out of the air like that. You think the Pack doesn't need that? This comes down to the medical. Simple as that. Are they comfortable? Do they project forward how long he's going to wind up still playing in the NFL? What's going to be the risk? All of that. That's what's going to come down to Will Johnson. Because it has nothing to do with how this young man plays. He's fantastic.
Especially with what they have going on with Jair Alexander.
Damn, Shrink, I should have listened to my gut feeling, Shrink. Damn. Thunder letting the Grizzlies win right now.
Yeah, an underrated guy we haven't even discussed yet.
65 to fucking 40.
All this kid does is get after the quarterback. He was a sack machine, and he plays hard. Now, he's 247 pounds. So, playing the run is a little bit of an issue, but as a pass rusher, short edge rusher, Toronto was right there with the top guys.
Speaking of edge guys, how about James Pierce? Yes, James Pierce is flying down. James Pierce is a freak now. But he is.
He ran 4.4 and 28 plus pounds.
The dude's a flat out rush. But again, it's about trust. It's about how comfortable are you. But there's no reason James Pierce should be on the board right now. When you watch this tape, there's no reason he should be on the board. But you're getting into that area of the draft, really, where teams have some questions, right? And so now you're sitting there going, hey, this is a value too good to pass up. But there are some darn good football players still on the board right now that can play real good football this fall.
And you told me it's about mitigating risk.
That's right. That's right.
It's about mitigating the risk based on the talent that you have, based on what you know. That's right. To your point, he's talking about Ezra Rockwood, talking about Mike Green, Wilkes, all those guys are good football players. Which one do you think you can mitigate the risk?
Well, I'll tell you what, as a Rockwood, there's no risk as far as the person.
Understood.
I mean, right there, it's just like, does he have ideal measurables? As far as the teammate is concerned, we were fortunate enough to cover Boston College a couple of times this year with college football. Ezra Rockwood is the salt of the earth now. He's a great kid, a great person.
And I'll tell you, two other kids, man, UCLA Bruins. I call them having an entry with the Kentucky Derby coming up for Saturday night, right? How about
Damn, I thought we was beating their ass. Got Danny right here.
Bunch of draw ball was everywhere making that. And Oladejo, when he moved them all ball outside, off the net with the quarterback. So those are two UCLA Bruins. Going to be really good. Late one, early two. Impressive.
So all the speculation here at this desk has been about defense. I've had a lot of Packer fans come up to me this week and say, really, we never take a wide receiver in the first half. Matthew Golden is still on the board now.
I've said his name about 5 times already with picks. Matthew Golden to me, I can say, well, you have 1 year of production. I thought in Houston, for what they were asking him to do for 2 years, he did a solid job. And then this year was supposed to be Isaiah Bond, it was Matthew Golden, then Matthew Golden down to 4.29. I don't know what else the kid needed to do. Yeah, you'd like to see him 2 years in Texas, but he only had 1 season, and he did it all, and then he ran great. Matthew Golden here, are you kidding me, in the late first round? But if Millen already went, and Luke already went?
But Steve Sarkisian, he's such a great guy to talk to, get insight about his players and about why they develop the way they do. And he says it about Matthew Golden. It took him some time when he got him in order to kind of get him comfortable in his offense. And he wound up taking over the role that many people thought was going to be Isaiah Bond. And he said, look, this guy will do it exactly the way you asked him to. And the reason why he ran so fast, he said, I promise you, he worked at it. Nobody expected him to run that fast. It's a testament to his work ethic and his football character.
That reaction you're hearing is the words the pick is in just popped up on the screens here, as you can see on your screen as well. So the Packer fans all in attendance waiting to hear who their team will add in this first round tonight. It's been a fascinating first round. Again, we've had only 1 quarterback come off the board. We've had only 1 trade. There have never been fewer than 3 first-round trades. And the last time that we had that few was back in 1971. So the Packers will make their pick here at 23. Their division rivals, the Minnesota Vikings, will be up next at 24, followed by Houston, and then the Rams. So we continue to wait for spots where a quarterback may go, and now we're looking here at the Green Bay Packers set to make their pick. So the pick is in. I told the commissioner they'll be making his way to the stage shortly. A Packer team that had some good moments last year, made a playoff run, but played in such a tough, competitive division. The Vikings obviously had that great year, and the Detroit Lions, despite all their defensive injuries, finishing as the number 1 seed in the NFC, falling short in that playoff run as well. So the Packer fans here dancing and singing and waiting to hear where they go until the commissioner is finally now going to make his way out. And so the pick is ready. And here comes the commissioner with a very special guest who will be very well received here in Green Bay.
Okay, Green Bay, it's your time. To make this historic pick, please give it up for first team All-Pro, Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl champion, and Packers president and CEO, Mark Murphy.
Thank you, Roger. How about this atmosphere? It's unbelievable. Roger, thank you. And the
Yeah, burner, don't he?
for bringing the draft here to Green Bay for the best draft in the history of the NFL. Right here.
Well, that's my man out here scoring and shit. My fault, fellas. Jeez.
On behalf of the Packers, Packer fans here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and everywhere, because our fans are everywhere, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the NFL Draft at Lambeau Field. It is our honor and privilege to host this wonderful event in our community, particularly since we are the only community-owned team in the NFL. out of curiosity, how many of you are owners? Yes. We also have the best owners in the NFL. And we also want to celebrate the special connection we have with our fans that dates back to the early days of professional football. With the 23rd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the 13-time world champion Green Bay Packers, for the first time since 2002, draft a wide receiver, Matthew Golden, wide receiver.
Straight through a shrimp. I ain't say shoot it, nigga.
For so many reasons, there is no other team in professional sports quite like the Green Bay Packers, and Mark Murphy did a great job of explaining some of those, and so that was the kind of moment you practically cannot get anywhere else in sports. Matthew Golden is going to address the crowd. Let's hear what he says. Now, he went to the microphone, but perhaps not. Well, he'll address Mike instead.
It's time, baby. Hey, I'm finna bring that energy, man. I'm glad to be here. It's a blessing. Green Bay on 3. Hey, let me get a Green Bay on 3. 1, 2, 3.
How good is that?
All right, Verizon Business to Molly, who is with the man of the moment. Molly.
Matthew, that was a warm welcome from your new fan base. What is it like to stand here in front of all these Packers fans?
Man, it's a blessing. You know, I put in so much work to get here, and I got my family here, man. They mean the most to me, man. I can't thank God enough. I can't thank God enough.
At Texas, you stepped up big when the lights were brightest. How will you do that here in Green Bay?
That's what you should expect from me, man. You know, I'm a reliable target. And, you know, I get over anywhere on the field, man. Whatever the team need me to do, that's what I'm willing to do. But I'm bringing that dog mentality, know that.
All right, welcome home.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guys.
Mel, you mentioned the Combine 4.29. That opened a lot of eyes. 58 catches, 9 touchdowns in his one season at Texas.
The 16th ranked player on my big board. Packers sitting at pick number 23. But Doug, that this year, 9 games, he averaged 20-plus yards per catch. 3 is for the Houston Cougars. Over a 2-year period, he had 76 catches, averaged 13 yards a catch, and 13 touchdowns at Texas this year. He was outstanding, and he came up big at critical moments in key games.
SEC championship game against Georgia. Really impressive with 8 catches, 162 yards. Quarterfinal playoff game against Arizona State. 7 catches, 149 yards, and another touchdown. He had 2 to 3 concentration drops. That was it. He's a guy who gets open. He can handle tight coverage. He catches the ball in traffic. He's tough across the middle. He's quick out of his break. He sells the route. And I was impressed with the consistency, game in and game out, to know that he was understated. He was underappreciated all year for what he did for an offense that needed him. And every time they needed a big catch, Matthew Golden got open and made, let's say, 9 games to average over 20 yards a catch.
3 minutes.
It was pretty impressive.
And I was impressed with his ability to separate. That's what a quarterback wants to see. Separation from the defender, knowing that you can throw the football to him on time and accurately. Now, when you look at Green Bay, it's often said that Green Bay has a lot of receivers. They got a lot of number 2. Might he be the number 1 that they've covered? When you look at Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed, Christian Watson come out the ACL. So this is a justified pick for the Packers.
All right, so the Minnesota Vikings are on the clock, and we've got Roger Goodell ready to make their pick for every action.
The Vikings finna get Will Johnson. I already feel it.
As loudly as the Packers were cheered, here comes Roger Goodell with the selection.
With the 24th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Donovan Jackson, guard, Ohio State.
All right, so there's the reaction from the crowd. Versatility is the word that comes to mind. He started 31 games at left guard for the Buckeyes, then kicked out to left tackle, then played great. So Donovan Jackson goes to Minnesota, but I'm told to go. Adam Schefter has breaking news.
Yeah, he bumped the skin off him.
Serena, we said this would be the quarterback range, and the New York Giants have just traded back into the first round to pick number 25, which belongs.
I ain't gonna lie, Stray. I hope the Texans do not get him, bro. Oh my god. Jeez, that finna be fucking nice.
In 2026, the Giants at 25 are on the clock. Look for a quarterback here. All right, here we go. So this is exactly what we were waiting for, Mel. The Giants getting their man at the top. Abdul Carter not taking the quarterback there. If they turn it around and get the quarterback they're looking for here, this could turn out to be a magnificent night for the Giants.
Well, it's been discussed that Brian Dable likes Jackson Dart, quarterback Ole Miss. They're like talking about number 3, way too high. He's 28, same grade as the 21st player on my board. So he's right in the range for Jackson Dart. I'm still sure, but more mobility. Certainly Jackson Dart, he can beat you with his legs. He had 1,500 rushing yards the last 3 years. So if you're looking for traits, Jackson Dart has a more each of the world paper. I'm a sure guy, love him. Jackson Dart I like, and I think as Brian Dable says, hey, he's my guy because he can move around and he can, like I say, had those games where he could beat you with his legs, third take, he can run for 30 yards. He's an athlete. Okay, and he can make the throw. 6'2", 223 pounds, coming out of that RPO offense, playing tip. And so, hey, if he wants somebody who can do more than be a great pocket passer, then Jackson Dart gets him more with his legs than Shador does.
And not only that, not only the pocket passer, you look at Jackson Dart, throws under pressure, when pressure's in his face, it's outstanding. I mean, he stands in that pocket and makes some big time throws. I agree with you. Shador Sanders is the quarterback for me. Brian Dable seems leaning toward Jackson Dart.
Difference for me was Shador came through in the clutch. When it mattered the most in games late, he can, you know he's taking it out of field. Jackson Dart had some meltdown. That particularly the Florida game, a meltdown late in that loss. All right, I'm going to take a very short timeout. We're going to come back. The New York Giants are on the clock. Adam Schefter has told us to expect a quarterback. Which one will it be? We will find out right after this, live in Green Bay on ESPN.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of America's largest financial services companies. Like he's so much more than Saquon Barkley.
I'm also Stay Calm Barkley.
Oh man, struck my middle form. What was it?
Calm man. Stress out.
I'll never remember all this.
Relax, bro. When things get intense, we get incense. What a nice cleansing surprise.
For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
This Memorial Day.
I don't think I want to drink that.
Summer starts.
No, dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
With Stitch.
give each of the cows 3 sticks.
Disney's Lilo and Stitch, only in theaters May 23rd. Rated PG.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would be...
A competitive number. With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start.
Well, a number.
Is it competitive?
Why do 80% of NFL players choose a Sleep Number Smart Bed?
Because the higher my sleep IQ score, the better I play. But that's not the only reason.
He likes his side firm. I like my side soft.
Sleep Number does that. Effortless comfort all night. So sleeping on a smart bed is why you can play like this?
Yeah, because I also like to sleep cool.
And I like to sleep even cooler.
And I really like it when we both get what we want.
Sleep Number does that. Meet the Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. Visit a Sleep Number store near you.
I bet it feels right. It's dark and steep, strawberry king. I bet it feels right.
Yeah.
Don't worry. DashPass saves you money on DoorDash.
Yeah.
Let's get the trip to the grocery store and stay right where you need to be. DashPass by DoorDash. Your door to more savings.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way for Homer, the homebody who only goes outside when nature calls. So Mom uses Chewy to get his flea and tick meds at a great price.
I scooped that nigga dollar boy.
Right to their door. For quality.
I'm saying, everybody fuck with me at PG. That's crazy, Shrink. That's crazy. I got Aura at PG. You like that, Landon? I got Aura at PG. You think so?
Welcome to the show, the one with unimaginable power and endless entertainment. Phillies, Cubs, big-time talent shines from the friendly confines on Sunday Night Baseball. Sunday at 7 on ESPN.
Welcome back to Green Bay, where we have just had our second trade of the night here in round 1. The New York Giants have just traded up into the
We're landing at.
spot at number 25.
Jeez, relax. You're not even in here, fam.
Man, Shador Sanders, the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, or that man, Jackson Dart, quarterback.
Damn, I'm pissed, String. I gotta stop listening to you niggas, bro.
Between these two, Mel Kiper, you have been on the Shador Sanders bandwagon.
You niggas. I said the Grizzlies owe me bread, right? I should have went with like that, right? I should have went off that. I should have went off that, bro.
Taking Abdul Carter, the defensive end, out of Penn State. This was how many
The Grizzlies is beating the fucking dog shit out these niggas.
Find a way to get the corner that you want. A little bit later in round 1, it appears that's what they have done. So we are awaiting the commissioner on the announcement. Here he comes onto the stage.
Joker only got 6 points. Should I bet against Harden? Oh shit, Drake. Should I bet against my nigga Harden?
Traded the 25th pick to the New York Giants.
Huh?
With the 25th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
Yeah.
the New York Giants select Jackson Dart, quarterback.
Giants got Jackson Dart.
Wow. All right. You know the story. Legendary high school career in Utah, threw for 67 touchdowns. As a senior, he went to USC, started 3 games, and transferred to Ole Miss.
Yo, what's good, bro?
Started 38 games for Lane Kiffin.
Scored it.
2 touchdowns. Finishes the school's all-time leading passer, surpassing Eli.
Wait for the. Come on, we at the door.
Well, surprised you went into Shador, not shocked because they.
That was your man's at the big?
And Jackson Dart can beat a defense with his legs.
He coming?
His completion percentage every year under Lane
All right.
Kiffin improved 62%, 65%, culminated with 6.
I'm gonna add him, man. Fuck with him. Smooth.
20 to 23, 29 this past year, 11 rushing touchdowns the last 2 years, 1,500 rushing yards the last 3 years at Ole Miss. Now, the concern for me, and the reason I'm a Shador guy, is in the big spot.
What you got to shoot big?
You come up big. For Jackson Dart, 2 games where Ole Miss faced a then-ranked opponent, LSU and Georgia. He completed less than 60% of his passes, and in each game combined for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Shrink got time for one. Come on, we gotta get one. We gotta get it going.
November, he completed less than 60% of his passes with a couple touchdowns and 2 interceptions. and that late meltdown against Florida. So 3 big spots didn't come up big. Shador consistently did, despite being a rat. I like Jackson Dart. I love Shador. We'll see how it works out. Keep in mind, the quarterbacks that have dropped a little bit. How about the quarterbacks went ahead of them? Brett Favre, Dan McGuire, Todd Marinovich went ahead of Brett Favre. Joe Montana, Jack Thompson, Steve Fuller went ahead of Joe Montana. E.J. Manuel went ahead of Geno Smith. And 3 players were drafted by Bengals before they go Boomer science in the second round. So it doesn't always go. The quarterbacks go in the order the way they work out in the NFL. So for Shador, I still believe, I'm going to say it, well, I'm proven wrong with this, the New Orleans Saints are the perfect fit. Because Pittsburgh's weather, right? The Giants are weather, and the division's weather. And for Shador, like Drew Brees, he's enigmatic.
We got some Hooper Shrink. You see it? My boy Shrink finna get some help out here.
I think Steph Jackson is very, very well respected down in Oxford. Being a great teammate, he's tough as hell. Another kid who I'm fortunate enough to call 3 of his games over the past couple of years. He's got a big arm. He is tough. He can pick up first downs. He can bomb the football. It doesn't always seem to be able to get through progressions as quick as you would like. That's something he's going to work on.
Yeah, it's okay.
He'll have time to work on because Russell Wilson's going to command.
Are you drafting him to the next GM and the next head coach?
We'll see. And you know what? Hey, that's a question for John Mara. But I'm happy for the kid.
Let's find out what we can from
Yeah,
Sal
my fault,
Antonio. He is covering the Giants for us tonight. Sal.
Well, Greeny, it's pretty clear that head coach Brian Dable likes Jackson.
The Giants, I ain't gonna lie, the Giants picking up on their shit though. You see this shit?
That Josh Allen had in Buffalo.
They took Jackson Dart. Yeah. You like the Giants?
Down the field, the toughness. Those are the traits that Josh Allen
Yeah, I got Jackson Dart.
in Buffalo. That's why Jackson Dart of Ole Miss is here and will be a New York Giant, Greeny.
He's still there.
All right, and so Mel, once again, this
Pull that, Landon. You been fucking up on your pulling game, gang.
will be compared to each other for a long time. We know
Oh.
that Catherine Shador Sanders will be drafted at some point here, whether it's tonight or tomorrow. The Giants have made this decision, and we will take a look at the history of first-round quarterbacks in New York Giants history. They drafted Phil Sanders.
They ain't like how he was talking.
Out of Morehead State, won them a Super Bowl.
They ain't like that shit, Shrink. You seen him?
Being traded just an hour or so after the pick was made for Eli Manning. They took Daniel Jones a few years ago. We saw that not work out as they would have liked. And now Jackson Dart, the 25th pick in this draft of the New York Giants. Quick thought now.
What the? I didn't know Philip Rivers got drafted by the Giants.
Let me add RPO offense. You got Wilson, Winston, and DeVito. Now you add Jackson Dart, and they need the young quarterback. No question about that. But will he be afforded the time necessary to develop out of that offense? The Falcons have traded into this spot, and the commissioner will announce their pick right now.
The Los Angeles Rams have traded the 26th pick to the Atlanta Falcons. With the 26th pick,
Niggas ended up taking a Super Bowl. Niggas stupid, ain't they?
the Atlanta Falcons select James Pierce Jr., defensive end, Tennessee.
I'm pissed we didn't get Will Johnson. We didn't get Will Johnson. Like, that was so stupid, bro. How stupid? Will Johnson?
Well, Greeny, this is an interesting trade. The Falcons get
I know that, nigga. We both Michigan fans, your little ass face.
But in return, the Rams get a second round
Why your lips so little?
and a first round pick in 2020.
You hear me? You hear me, Landon?
This year.
Why your lips so little?
This year, where all teams held their initial first round draft picks coming into the draft. Next year, the Cleveland Browns
I'm pissed, Shrink. God damn, that was the freest dub of the game. I mean, of the day. I think I had to catch a dub on this Denver Clippers drum.
for this trade. So we only had one trade in the early portion of the night. Now we've had back-to-back picks that get moved. As far as James Pierce's
On the Grizzlies, Joe?
SEC each of the last 2 years now.
They punching them niggas.
Look, I got to see this guy. I'm telling you, this dude has the most potential of any pass rusher.
I ain't gonna lie, Ja. Once he get a little, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that shit going. That shit might go to 7. I ain't even gonna hold you. They might win next game too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Body type wise of Devon Kirk.
No bullshit.
Speed to power as well as anybody you see. It is.
You know how
It's textbook.
he overhyped now, cuz?
Everything. He'll track down balls one side of the field to the other. The question with James is this: consistency. Can you get it out of him all the time? Can you count on him? Can you depend on him? Is he always going to be there? Is he always going to answer the bell? Because if he does, Atlanta finally has the rusher that they've been looking for. Because he has it all.
The Falcons have been in the bottom 2 in sacks 4 of the last 6 years, including 31 last season. But they've gone a long way to address that tonight, taking Jalen
Did you eat ice cream, cuz?
earlier and now James Pierce from Tennessee. But the big move made just moments ago, Jackson Dart, quarterback Ole Miss, to the New York Giants, who had taken Abdul Carter earlier in the night. So the Giants with a huge night with all the pressure in the world on their coach and general manager. And
Ain't gonna lie. Giants did have a good ass draft though. They did. I can't lie. They got the ball from Penn State. That's smooth. I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was thinking about like they go quarterback situation. Dang, relax, Shrink. Relax. You not the only nigga on the court no more. We about to get fucking Aaron Rodgers. But yes, Russell Wilson, I could have swore he got traded already. He on a whole different team. He's on a whole different team right now.
Krabby Patty, engage.
Hit it, Krabs.
Ain't he? Is he not? I'm not tripping.
It's mission. Nautical nonsense.
Is it? Am I tripping? Shit? Ain't he on a whole different team? Russ. He definitely on a different team, ain't he? He been got traded. He been signed with somebody else. I could have swore. He on the Giants, ain't he? Yeah, he on the Giants. Them niggas doing work, ain't they? Jeez. Them niggas working. Them niggas definitely working, bro. The Giants not gonna be ass this year. I ain't gonna lie. They really not. You said who?
Mind control. Were you recently electrocuted?
A better way to watch.
Malik and Jackson Dart.
Well, I for one am intrigued.
I'm about to say, what the fuck? That he ain't got no brother over there. He is like that. He is like that. I seen him up close in the Steelers. I ain't gonna lie, he was slick. He was slick working Joey Porter, but he wasn't for real, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Come from AI that works across all your data.
He slick was though. He was working. We work.
The AI built for business.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Niggas done, bro. Landed, bro. Shouldn't the Steelers have grabbed Will Johnson, bro? Is they stupid?
Moisturize with vitamin B3.
You better not be using all the Old Spice.
Can you get my bag?
Check out the new whip.
I fully custom. How many Bud Lights can you fit in there?
As many Bud Lights as it takes.
Let's get this shit moving on the road.
One of those.
Yo, I can go off pro and
I can guard you and run you up.
you hear about that?
So I was looking for a quarterback.
Go!
You're right, Billy.
He should have been past it though.
Every shooter, every athlete,
Dixon to go.
In and out ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
Your nerves might be shot. Your hopes might be hiding in the crease. And you might be seeing the top. Or you might be feeling the heat. And you might be cursing droughts. And you might be witnessing history. And you might be thinking, oh my God, the set. Whatever it is, you're...
Nigga, that shit to me. Y'all niggas bullshitting with that pill.
That's the only thing that matters. The Stanley Cup Playoffs. Monday on ESPN.
Welcome back to Green Bay and our coverage of the 2025 NFL Draft, which is presented by PointGod by Marriott, a member of Marriott Bonvoy.
Ravens pick. If the Ravens get Will Johnson too, oh my fucking.
Their team did something very uncharacteristic, taking a wide receiver in the first round. It's been an action-packed last half hour or so here. Had a couple of...
Hell yeah, if OKC get Cooper Flag, that's their last piece they need too. I ain't gonna lie. This shit crazy. They get him, it's over.
Baltimore Ravens are on the clock here, and in fact, their pick is in very quickly before the committee.
I would get if I was y'all, I would probably get Cooper Flag, but Ace Bailey that'd be smooth. But I'd take Cooper Flag in that situation. I ain't even gonna lie. He said straight. Hell no.
27th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. The Baltimore Ravens select.
It ain't gonna be that good, bro. Rockets gonna be better. The Rockets gonna be better. You hear me? I ain't gonna lie, we get one more piece. It's over for you niggas. What kind of pick we got, Shrink? What pick we got? If we get a hot pick, I ain't gonna lie, we get a hot pick. Niggas tripping. We can fuck around and get Ace Bailey. We can fuck around and get Ace. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas gonna be pissed. We get Ace, bro, and keep Jabari. Y'all gonna be sick. That sounds pretty crazy. He played defense and he didn't fall off. That's a crazy statement. Oh, they picked up a safety, Ravens. Maliki Starks from Georgia.
There was video of him working out this morning. That's what you're getting in this.
I think it's Malachi, cuz I can't lie.
He will embody that coming from Georgia, being coached from the Christian part. I don't worry about the test numbers. His football instinct, his ability to be in center field while you have
yeah.
to be able to play the ball and make plays. What he lacks maybe in speed and athleticism, he makes up by being able to key and diagnose quickly. This is a true football player that has very high football character.
He would fit in Baltimore and some of their split safety stuff. Four schemes in terms of two schemes, where there's a lot of pattern things, where you process quickly, get your quick pattern matches. You're not kind of isolated one-on-one. When you got put in those kind of situations, that's where you see some of the top end speed and efficiency come in. And I don't mean deficiency. Okay, he's 4'5". So I'm saying he doesn't have.
You talking about how Florida Jimmy?
Down the field against wide receivers, making it one-on-one. But he's a solid, steady player. That's a nice fit, though.
Real nice fit. And see both these safeties drop down this far.
I ain't gonna lie, we gonna beat their ass again. That's bullshit. We gonna beat their ass again. Rap. You hear me? You hear me, Shank? We gonna get at them niggas. I think we gonna beat them niggas this series. I ain't gonna lie, the whole series. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Those are look at the safety position where you want guys to be real cerebral, be real smart, be able to work together with one another, get everybody on the same page. He's perfect.
And one other note, they really like TJ Tampa, 4th round steal last year out of Iowa State, right? And they did some things.
Give it a buck.
So they've done some cornerback wise, a little under the radar. The development of TJ Tampa, who I think is going to be a nice addition to that defense this year. When redshirted, but certainly got.
Bear, you finna have some new teammates in a little bit. You hear me, cuz? You finna have some. I'm stocking up on the chat, guys. I'm about to get this shit cracking. We finna be pro-am heavy, cuz we're at. I'm building a juggernaut team. I'm telling you. Shit coming true.
Malachi, I can feel the energy vibrating off of you. That was quite the hug.
You hear me, cuz? I'm building an army in this motherfucker.
I've been waiting too long. I'm ready to go. I'm ready.
This Ravens defense was a force down this stretch last season. What will you bring to that secondary?
I got everything. I move around. I play at a high level coming from university like that. I'm just ready to go play ball.
What do you think about playing with a guy like Kyle Hamilton?
It's my dream.
Hey, congratulations, Malachi.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna lie though, the Ravens defense is gonna be. Yeah. Malachi Starks. Yeah, that is his name. That is his name. I knew I should have just bet that shit, man. I knew it. They really got their finger in your butt, like shit crazy. Cuz this shit crazy, cuz they doing it nasty, cuz. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, fucking with y'all though, cuz You might fucking remember that whole series. Y'all fucking around. Y'all should have just took that dub. Well, that bullshit. Y'all must don't know Ja. He figured out how to get that one dub. You hear me, cuz? I say, y'all fucking up, bro. Giving Ja that pace.
They need to start establishing some depth by getting some more players. I mean, Payton needs some help. He needs a guy. He needs some juice off the edge. I mean, Donovan Ezra was still there. Mike Green from Marshall was still there.
You played this next game streak?
Simply because of the fact that they had so many injuries. And it really just
Ooh,
trying to get done last year. We'll see what happens this year.
They're one of two teams that didn't have multiple players with 5 sacks last season. Aiden Hutchinson led the team in sacks, and he only played in 5 games last year. So now, what direction do we look at?
He got BBL.
I'm going to go with
You're talking about they have Jack Campbell, but Carson Schlesinger from UCLA. All this kid does.
Here's the commish with the selection.
With the 28th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Tyleek Williams, defensive tackle, Ohio State.
All right, so not an edge, a dominant run defender at 334 pounds who also compressed the pocket for the national champs at 11.5 sacks in his college career.
Here's the first thing you notice, Reedy. He's built like a nose tackle at 6'2", 334 pounds, so he has athleticism like a free safety. I got an opportunity to train him and take him on the field in Tampa. He's got elite movement for a guy that's 330 pounds. The ability to change direction. You talk about him playing the run.
Barry playing?
To run fiercely at Ohio State. His ability to flip his hips and get upfield. He's got
Hey, Barry, you playing?
to play the 3 technique position. He can play the 1 or the 3. I think if he slims down a little bit, he could be the quintessential 3 technique.
No doubt. I'm sitting here looking at my notes. He primarily aligned as the 3 tech, and I said the second thing I put was excellent flex, body control, and balance and center of gravity, fluidness of movement for someone with that body that's so thick and so sturdy, able to hold double teams, doesn't get turned, doesn't get his shoulders turned. Hey, they're probably figuring this. We don't like somebody on the outside on the edge. What's the quickest way to get to the quarterback? We're just going to collapse that pocket inside out.
There are 4 picks remaining in tonight's first round. As of now, they belong to Washington, then Buffalo, then Kansas City, then Philadelphia. Will Shedeur Sanders hear his name called tonight? According to our draft day predictor, there was only a 3% chance he'd be available by the time we got here. He is Mel's 5th rated player on the board. He's still available at 29. We'll be right back.
Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, pushes the boundaries of innovation to power the unexpected, all on one battery platform. Experience the industry's most powerful cordless pressure washer with advanced digital controls. A string trimmer so smart, it loads the line with the push of a button. And our most powerful blower that exceeds the power of gas. Ego takes innovation to the next level. One battery powers 90+ tools. Ego, power beyond belief. Find an Ego retailer near you.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 goodie bag of the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
AT&T has a new guarantee, because not everything we win is guaranteed. Don't sweat it. Get our best deals on smartphones like iPhone 16 Pro on us with your choice of our best plans. That's the AT&T guarantee. And right now, trade in your iPhone any year, any condition, and get up to $1,000 towards your new iPhone. Great presentation, Tim. Could you email me the bottom out guide code? Make it easy to switch and save hundreds.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You don't know my name, dear?
Of course I know your name. I just get you mixed up with the other guy. What's his name? What's your name?
Switching
Hell yeah.
More with Geico.
Could you just tell me I want this to be over?
With new McValue at McDonald's, you'll get more than you expect.
Alright, buddy.
Buy a double cheeseburger.
Wait, slap that shit.
For $1. because 6 finals calls at 6
Damn, Smooth Hoops. I thought you was playing, bro. What happened?
new McFadden.
2025 NFL schedule will be released soon.
We walked in the game. So we walked in the game. We had oh shit, I didn't spin that shit.
Quarterbacks, they define this rivalry. They've only gotten better. Unbelievable.
A Super Bowl rematch for the ages.
Why would you do that? What the hell? I know, but that'd be very stricken arguments. Sorry, no, I'm playing. Y'all niggas got satisfied with that one with the 4 dubs. That's cool though. I'm getting some more people. I'm finna have that chat. I'm finna have that chat pumping. Like, we finna. What you say? We gonna have that chat pumping, nigga. Nah, I would've been at work, cuz. That shit. You gotta be there at 10:30.
NFL Draft is presented by Courtyard by Marriott, the official hotel of the NFL.
What you mean? For that job? Yeah. Should just trash and recycle and compost. I only get like 15 something. That's why I'm trying to get my CDL. You get 18. But that shit, yeah, that shit just so. It's 150 questions though. Hell yeah, you doing anything for real, for real.
And the production, the added marshal this year, you get off the edge of there for quarterback.
Here's the thing I would say for you. Think about the team of the night. You have a young
Look like I need to start studying that bitch, huh, cuz?
either about with the receiver or protection. I think they help the young quarterback some way.
We're going to find out in a moment. Here comes the commissioner.
Yeah. Fuck around, be the driving the E, cuz.
With the 29th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders.
You trying to fight him?
Josh Connerly.
No, I'm gonna let niggas get their ass whooped. It's like, no, I ain't. No, I ain't gonna lie, cuz, bro. No, this one. No, let me tell you on this bus driver, cuz. Let me tell you. It was me and Quan after a day, credit recovery. It was me and Quan, right? He stole a bike. He was like, it's another one back there. It was a BMX bike. The shit had no chain. Did I? No, it was Chino uncle though. That's the crazy part. Hell yeah, that nigga was he ain't gonna lie, he slick caught me. I was fat, so I got tired. Cause listen though, I got on the bus cause another nigga came. Cause he called just one of his boys, bro. Cause he said he was gonna shank me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Nah. This what happened. He was behind me cause I started walking. He was behind me. So I was like, fuck. I went to the Plymouth. You know what the Plymouth is? The Plymouth Joe? The Joe on State, that restaurant Joe. This was on, you know how credit recovery, you on the west side at Emerson, right? Alright, we walking on the west side. He was in the backyard. He took this big ass bike, this black Joe. That shit was fast as fuck. He told me to get the other bike, but I dropped it. Oh shit.
But what? But what, nigga?
Hey, my battery's dying. I'm pissed. But listen, he told me to grab the other bike. I dropped it, and they heard it. Cause I started running fast as cause I started walking, bro. But he started chasing us. Quan was out on the bike, bro. He left me, bro. bro. Me, this shit crazy. But he was like, I was running, so it was like, you know, you gotta, it's the 9th Street slushy joint, right? So you running through the whole state type shit. You know the West Side long as fuck, cuz. You know anybody getting tired, cuz I ain't hearing anybody getting tired, bro. No cap. No, I didn't get caught, cuz I started walking. And then, like, I went to the Plymouth. You know what the Plymouth is? That restaurant right over there, bro. Right by that green joint. I had I went into the Plymouth. I grabbed some water. Nah, bro. Cause he was right there. I had to do something, bro. He was gonna beat my ass or something. He was gonna try it. He was gonna try it, cuz. He was gonna try it. He had a knife on his sock, he said. Bro, he was like, and then after I got my water, cause he was waiting outside, he was circling the Plymouth, he was circling that shit. He was waiting for me. So I ran. The bus came. So I took the bus. They was trying to get the bus to open the door, but I told him not to open it. He chasing me. Cuz that ass, cuz real shit. They was on my ass, bro. I can't lie, bro. They was on my. He caught another nigga on the bike, bro. Them niggas was black as fuck. Them niggas was gonna do me bad, cuz I ain't gonna lie. No cap. Bro, he took off, bro, on a fast ass bike, bro.
I think he fits better maybe than a Trey Amos or
I would say Trey is going to come down at Ole Miss and they played a cover 4 type of scheme. It was Nick's scheme, basically, that they played down there. So yeah, I mean they both make sense.
No, you should have seen what happened though. They dead ass was like they was riding at every stop, every time it stopped. Real shit, bro. That shit crazy. Hell no, I had to tell him keep going. Hell no, don't stop this motherfucker. Marseille was on that bitch. I know they was looking clueless. You know Marseille, cuz. The guy who snitched, but everybody was cool with him at the point. This rumbling? Yeah, I remember Steve rumbling, bro. That was Young Boys. That shit was so funny, cuz. Steve beat the fuck out of me, ran home. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was crazy. It was at the piss park. You know what I'm talking about? The Holly Joe? It was at that Joe. He beat his ass. I ain't gonna lie.
Making his way to the podium with a very special visitor to announce the pick.
I was in that. Everybody took a piss in that. Everybody knew to take a piss in that bitch. A little tunnel.
We have the opportunity to grant a wish for a deserving young man to announce the first pick.
He talking to you, Landon.
Tommy.
I was saying everybody did that shit before, cuz I ain't gonna lie. Everybody knew, bro. You can't look that way. You better not go through there. None of that. You already knew. You dirty. There's so much piss in that motherfucker. Everybody took a piss in there. Oh, that shit's crazy. Too much piss in that joint. Cause you from the townies? Why you a townies nigga?
With the 30th pick in the 2025 NFL draft.
That's why you cool with Dub and them all crazy? Dub and Quran and them? That's how you cool with Quran and them? Quran and Dub and them?
Let's go indeed. Cornerback out of
I think that was from Khalid too. Khalid was in that joint too.
So it starts there. He's here. He's a huge personality. 2-year starter. 6 interceptions.
Yeah, the Townies was lit though, I ain't gonna lie.
When he was healthy in 2023, he was outstanding. 5 interceptions, led the SEC.
Which he was playing at that one hoop with that fat ass double rim.
In one game against Vanderbilt, and then this year he started 7 games.
Yeah. That shit was slick short for real, I ain't gonna lie. Anybody can dunk on that motherfucker. I already dunked on it, guys. Cause what Terrell said? He said, check my resume.
Like his ability to plant and drive, the frame. He's a player with almost an eye discipline as well. But that frame holding up, being able to support the run and be able to hold up physically in the NFL. But the recovery ability to cover.
I ain't gonna lie, cuz I'm almost there. I'm about to get there.
Yeah, 39 vertical, 10-9 broad, 4-2.
Damn, cuz why you trying to drop me off, cuz?
Speed and athleticism to make up for some of the deficiency problems that he had as far as route recognition and playing it true and playing it clean with consistency. That's what happens. That's why you slip down here to 30 when you have the kind of athletic ability.
Let's see what this shorty on.
They need to really get some cover guys so that you can make some plays on the ball.
I've been working on my trade, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So I've been working on my shit. Niggas might have fucked up.
In school history to go in round one, and we talk about how badly the Bills need him. They allowed opposing quarterbacks to complete 41% of their passes, throwing 20 yards downfield or more last year. That was 24th in the NFL. Now let's take a look at Max Hairston.
Yeah, I guess I agree. You're talking about the ability to recover and to see the size. Only about 180, 183 pounds. That's the concern moving forward with that frame. But you're watching here. Look, at Kentucky, Drew Phillips came out of his defense last year. Did a really good job.
You wasn't that quick, cuz.
Anticipate first on the ball.
So you wasn't that quick.
He had 5 interceptions 2 years ago. He said 2 in that one game for touchdown against Vanderbilt. So again, here's a kid with the talent. Certainly the Buffalo Bills, they don't need one, they need 2, maybe 3 cover men to help that secondary.
And I just love how they play. If you notice the video, he's playing all coverage division on the quarterback. We talked about how Buffalo used to play with the safeties
What, real life?
and the cornerbacks off, keeping the ball in front of him with the cornerbacks having vision.
With that shit in there.
To the best of his ability at Kentucky was actually outstanding. So from a scheme standpoint, from a fit standpoint, and then you add the element of how fast he is, they well positioned in Buffalo.
Yeah, that's how he needs to play it right there. He needs to play off, hips open.
It's a 1.5. Cuz was not passing.
You saw that number 7 who he ran down from Texas. That's Isaiah Bond now. And he ran him down and made that play on that.
I would say they be averaging like 16 with like 1 assist.
They just gotta refine his technique, refine his route recognition, and that's what you're looking for late in the first round.
No, I ain't gonna lie. He was beating good teams, bro. I ain't gonna lie. No, he might be, bro. He was, bro, on the Rutgers, bro. On the Rutgers, bro. He was beating top teams on the Rutgers, cuz him and Dylan Harper, cuz.
I think I did good. He almost lifted me up on the hood, but I think I did good. I've been waiting all night for that.
I don't know if he's the best player, cuz I'm gonna keep it 100.
You are known as a high character leader.
He might not be better than Ace Bailey. I ain't gonna lie. It's some niggas I seen this draft class gonna be deep. I ain't gonna lie. It's some hoopers in this year. Say it's not some players this year though. In college? Hell yeah, some players like a motherfucker. They got some groupers.
I'll tell you what, the NFL draft makes for a strange bedfellows. Kansas City and Philadelphia met in the Super Bowl just a few months ago. Now they've swapped picks here. The Eagles
Was it the center? I was about to say the center, but
trading up with Kansas City. We'll get the details
I was about to say he nice.
with the Super Bowl champ. So on the clock, and we're getting ready to finish up round 1 from Green Bay. We're back in a moment on
Niggas be the drawing. Go to the draft, bitch.
Trains.
For me. Niggas want to keep going back to college. Because what you doing?
Trains that use the power of Dell AI and Intel to see hundreds of miles of tracks. Clearing the
Fuck is his name? Caleb Williams?
Exactly where you belong.
Caleb Williams, is that his name? That's his name. For Arizona? Love. He balled this year though. In March he balled, I'll say.
Stay like that. I'm trying to get my own car insurance. USAA. Grandpa was in the military.
He better declare for that draft, huh? This year.
Could share with you.
He doing too much, ain't he?
You may kiss the bride.
Yeah, they might get injured, all type shit. That's probably what they thinking about. Hell yeah.
You might have heard I'm going through a little upgrade with my tats. So when Verizon announced that everyone gets a free phone on any plan, paid free.
That's actually kind of smart, bro. I ain't gonna lie. As I think about it, it is smart, though.
Try and beat it. I'll give you a sec. Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. Dak going for it, and he fumbles. Brilliant recovery with the Lowe's app. He always delivers. And so does the Lowe's app. In-store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
Cause I got a player for you that you don't know about. That's gonna be fire. John Tajay. Wisconsin.
Official ambassador has opened a new world for me.
No, it's fucking. You talking about Golden or you talking about the other one? Yeah, you talking about. I know you talking about. He got power forward. Our center like that too, Golden. He like that.
Traveling to Germany, France, where I started building my passion for football. Draft night is going to be everything.
We're back with the final two picks of round one of this year's NFL draft. A swap of the final two picks between the two teams who just met in the Super Bowl.
That nigga is a smooth white boy though. That's a smooth white boy.
One spot. We'll see what it is they choose to do very quickly. You know, again, we've had the two quarterbacks selected tonight and seemed almost impossible to imagine that we'll see another. So that will be tomorrow's storyline. As for the Eagles pick, here comes the commissioner.
The Kansas City Chiefs have traded the 31st pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 31st pick in the 2025
That's a crazy ass statement.
Philadelphia Eagles select
I said that's a crazy ass statement. Yes, the fuck it is. It's hard to get past Larry Bird, buddy.
At the age of 16, playing high school ball in New Jersey, ultimately put his choice to Alabama, where he led the Tide in tackles last year, including 11.5 for loss and 5 sacks.
Play one on the big board, Brady would have been going a lot higher. And after the shoulder injury, he played great all year.
That's a star. How you know he gonna be a star in the league?
5 of those were sacks. Think about this football team, the way Hall of Fame GM Howie Roseman has constructed it. Half the starters, half the 22ers from the SEC.
My nigga Roy Marketing.
John Campbell did, as I said, guys, he would have gone much higher had not been for the shoulder injury.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you think about what Philadelphia is doing. They re-signed Zach Long. They got off the street last year, been an all-pro season, and deserved a new contract, and now you bring in Jahad Campbell.
What you mean?
It's an athlete. It's another weapon they can add to their defense, which lost some guys up front. They lost Milton Williams.
What the?
They lost those guys. Now, you add an athlete on the back end, a guy that can roam and make plays in space. It's something that go along with
It's a lot of niggas that's like that, cause that's white. I had to really think about it. A lot of white niggas is he, cause Austin Reeves, fucking. It's a lot of niggas. You said who?
You can see why on some of the tape when he was playing off ball, right? And he's coming downhill and he's taking on linemen. You can see.
Oh yeah. That's my dog. That's my dog. Michigan vet. Landon. No, he is a star though, cuz he a hooper. He's a hooper. He be snapping for the Magics. Nah, he be taking. The whole time Paulo was out, bro, he was taking over. Real shit. He might be, cuz I ain't gonna lie. Real shit. And he shoot better. He not that nigga. Fritz Wagner not old. ain't gonna lie, I might. French Wagner, they squad tough.
Around 12 to 15, and like I said, they can wait for his competitors. Not one shoulders too. Right, exactly.
Nah, French Wagner play D2, cuz you tripping.
100% before you get him back on the field, and they can wait it out.
You mentioned Howie Roseman. That was the Eagles' NFL high 11th trade involving the first-round pick.
No, French Wagner play D, cuz you sleep.
2015, and he is standing by now. And when I say he, Jahad Campbell is standing by with Molly Verizon.
He busting the ass, but that shit ain't you mean.
Jahad, the defending Super Bowl champs just traded up for you. How will you repay their
Hell yeah. They definitely, I ain't gonna lie, they definitely getting there though. I think they should keep KCP though for sure.
Like an out-of-body experience. What is it like standing?
But I'm saying though, he's a vet that's gonna make shit happen though. He's gonna shoot that pill for sure. That's what I'm saying. I think they should keep him. He did that for LA too, cause he was a good piece.
He already knows. Molly, he already knows. That's a great moment.
I feel like they should keep him. I ain't gonna lie. That's one piece that I think they should really keep. Like real shit.
Here's his name called again in a trade.
Yeah, you got to, bro. You can't just. I mean, you ain't got to, but.
Trading up earlier in the draft
Yeah, yeah.
to go get Jahad Campbell, and the trade fell through.
Cause the young niggas, they gonna be playing like. They ain't gonna be playing right. You mean everybody want to score and shit? Everybody ain't gonna be playing
I
right.
think it's to block another team from potentially coming up, especially when it only costs you a fifth-round draft pick and you've got
His ass a problem though. That ass.
to use his ammunition. And now they get
The shot door already go? Am I tripping?
could have gone from 12 to 15. He did have surgery on one of his shoulders. He's going to need surgery on another shoulder potentially after the season.
Nah, pussy is good though, cuz.
Talent is undeniable, Grady.
No question about it. That feels a little bit like a steal, and that feels a little bit
Nah, hell
like,
yeah.
as you mentioned, Howie Roseman is a legend of the profession, and so you see there's Kansas City, there's their legendary coach, Andy Reid, as they will make the final pick of this first round. They're accustomed to doing that.
Hey, you Edwards.
Super Bowls in 6 seasons. Mel, what does this team need?
I look at a kid, we talk about injuries, right? With Jahad Campbell. How about Josh Simmons at Ohio State? Left tackle was playing great football until he had the knee injury October 12th against Oregon. Could have been a top 5 to 10 pick. Left tackle for Patrick Mahomes. If I'm a team like him, I can wait on Josh Simmons. If he's ready for camp, ready for the start, great. If we have to wait a couple more weeks or a month and a half, fine.
If you look at, okay, Boogs, I'll finish it up. Go ahead.
Here's the thing I say about the Chiefs. The only time Patrick Mahomes has lost the Super Bowl is when he wasn't protected. You gotta make sure the kid's protected. This has to
I ain't gonna lie. If the Chiefs get Will Johnson or anything, sorts.
Josh Simmons.
Niggas fucked up.
When he was healthy
I ain't gonna
at the
lie.
end of last year,
Niggas, yeah.
quarter of this season, he's the best tackle in the draft. There's nothing.
He might be. I ain't gonna hold you guys. Shadur might be still on the board.
Here's the commissioner to announce the final pick of round 1 of this year's draft in Green Bay.
With the 32nd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, tackle, Ohio State.
You saw it coming, Mel. He's from San Diego, began his career at San Diego State, started every game at right tackle in 2022, transferred to the Buccaneers.
Nah, that's facts. He way better than Travis.
In 23, and then this year the injury.
It's a shame because, as we talked about, he would have been a top 10 pick, and he cleaned up the penalties. He was a
Nah, we not, bro.
offensive tackle. Both
Will Johnson lock up. He's at the lockdown corner, cuz you tripping.
Ohio State, right? His first year there with the Buckeyes. This year, he was on the
Well, how you can know that?
9 games where he'd have been up against some really good.
How do you know that? That's probably like that's just like your situation, cuz everybody probably know you play wide receiver, cuz, but you play DB, cuz. So what are you talking about?
Out there until mid-October, he was outstanding.
I mean, last year, week 13 against Michigan, I mean, flex, bend, punch, redirect, anchor, pull, reach, and cut off. He can do it. He can do just about anything you want him to do. There was hard to. You were nitpicking to find something negative to say about his play. If he is healthy, and they have one of the best players in the NFL, Rick Burkholder, down there in Kansas City.
I feel like that's why I feel like Trey Tater Tot, bro. I feel like he could have did that, bro. But then he went to a school where he played DB, where he should have went to receiver, bro. That way he did a stupid move. I ain't gonna lie.
It's gonna be about a year before he feels like normal again.
You know he did, cuz.
To your point, they'll get the
He was supposed to go to receiver.
Remember we talked about the first round podcast? Yeah, Uncle. Remember his uncle?
She was dumb, bro.
Yep.
Steven? Hell yeah, Jovan Johnson? Hell yeah. Fuck the whole donut. Don't even know. But I'm saying though, he ain't have to go to Iowa. Like, that's some whole dick eating shit, low key. I ain't gonna lie. You trying to follow nigga in your footsteps. Like, he should have took his own route. That's what I'm saying, bro. Fuck is you following his footsteps? My nigga dropped 42. I ain't even peep. Nah, I've been playing defense all day, cuz. Real shit. I took the dub. Spades? I don't. You're right.
Ready to go. Scott, take it away.
Brady, thank you very much. Salute to all the hard-working men and women up there in Green Bay doing a tremendous job tonight. Hi there, welcome. This is SportsCenter from the nation's capital. I am Scott Van Pelt. We have a packed show.
You backed out, Lander?
Visits from First Street, Nick Saban, Louis Riddick, Field Yates. We have 7 different playoff games in the NBA and the Stanley Cup playoffs. It was a packed show last night without the draft, right? We'll get to that as well. We will start this evening with a trade which really shook up the top of the draft early as Jacksonville moved up to the number 2 pick, trading with Cleveland, selecting the Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter, the first-time general manager.
Damn, what is you doing?
35, 34-year-old.
I can't pull up your phone.
Here's Hunter on hearing his name called after Jacksonville moved up to call it.
Why you ignoring me?
We were super excited, you know, my family was super excited.
Huh?
And, you know,
Why you ignoring me?
I always had that small belief that I
That's
was
weird as fuck.
in Jacksonville, but I didn't know for sure until tonight, so I'm
Where you at?
really excited and surprised a little bit. I haven't really talked to him, you know, I think
To where?
it's for this special moment to know go and dive in deep into what their plan is. So I think I just fit the culture in Florida, you know, I'm from Florida, so I think my play style fit the culture. I just did my best Duval back there, but I got you.
That smile is undeniable.
Hey, are you playing one game, cuz?
Both sides of the football last season played more snaps than any other player in the nation. The first full-time defensive player to win the Heisman since Charles Woodson.
Obviously, you don't got to.
I'm
for the chill, my job.
Since Calvin Johnson in 2007. Kirk Herbstreit joins me now, and Herbie, as you and I were texting earlier, I want to get from you players and fits that you love, but I do want to know your thoughts quickly on Hunter. This is an incredibly talented player.
The Clippers eliminate the Nuggets, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. The Clippers might take that shit. Oh shit, hey Barry. The Thunder slip came back, cuz. I ain't gonna lie, it's 87-95.
And has philosophies that he's going to be willing to give players chances to be able to showcase what they can do. You've heard Travis talk about it, Scotty. I mean, he has the confidence that he wants to do it. He's going to have to respond to be able to become a true, legit, big-time wide receiver. But we all know his ball skills, his athletic ability, his competitive spirit. I see him playing receiver, and then maybe bringing him in to be able to be a corner that can help you on certain downs and distances, certain situations. But you talk about a guy, not just a talent, but what he can do for a franchise that I think really needs some energy. It was a great pick.
That's why they moved him to get him at 2. Now, as advertised, fit, opportunity, player, team. Give me a combination that you're like, I love it. Where do you start?
Well, there's actually a bunch of them. I guess I would start, I don't know what your graphic's going to say, but I'm probably going to start with Denver. Jahdae Barron. I thought that was a great pick for Sean Payton, just because you think of Payton, you think he needs a joker, he needs an offensive guy. They're already so strong in the back end, a corner, and they go out and pick up a guy that's so much versatility. You got Surtain, who's one of the best in the league at corner. You got Riley Moss out of Iowa, who's, if he didn't get hurt, he might have made the Pro Bowl last year. And now you add Jahdae Barron, who's probably going to play on the inside at that nickel spot. So I think it's one of the best secondaries in the entire NFL. So again, Denver, Payton, you think offense, but clearly Vance Joseph as the defensive coordinator has all the pieces he needs. And then the
The other one I'll give you, I really loved was what Atlanta did. Atlanta got Jalen Walker, who I think could be the defensive rookie of the year. The young man out of Georgia. Explosive, just nasty, can play all small linebacker, can come off the edge, can blitz, can do so many different things. Then they make a trade. We were showing them their high five, and we're like, what do they have next? And then they get James Pierce, one of the better pass rushers in this draft as well. Very explosive. I think he ran a 4.4 in the combine. You get two elite pass rushers, something that Raheem Morris desperately needed, and that's exactly what he got. And I think when you not only look at talent, you look at need. I think it's hard to argue who did a better job than Atlanta picking up those two pass rushers and what they're going to be able to do in this league. It's all about who can disrupt the quarterback and get after him. And Atlanta just took a huge step in the right direction in one night.
Yeah, there's a fan base down there that's going to obviously be familiar with both of those young men, given that they played at Georgia and Tennessee, respectively. Last question, Herbie, I know it's been a long day. When New York moved up to take the quarterback, obviously people were curious, would it be Shador? But no, Dable wants to go out of Mississippi. You saw him play at once. What's your reaction to that particular fit, albeit probably down the road, given that they've got some vets in the quarterback room?
Yeah, they do have a few vets, which I think could work out well for him. And, you know, if he has a chance to come in and listen and learn under Brian Dable, who I have so much respect for. He has a way of communicating with quarterbacks and bringing the best out of them. I know you can look at what's been going on with Daniel Jones and you can scratch your head on that comment. I'm just telling you, he does. He's one of those guys. He's the right guy. Starts to be that guy. I guarantee you, he worked with Lane Kiffin, talked with him, got real with him, told me every single thing about this kid. You could see before they announced, there was another room, a look into the room, the green room, where you could see them say, yes, we got our guys. So they're very confident of what he can do. And I love the fact, again, if he can sit back and wait a year, learn, adjust, learn how to be a pro, learn the system, and then maybe late this year, next year, or the year after, become the guy, that would be an ideal situation. And I think that's why they pulled the trigger and made that move late.
Yeah, it makes a ton of sense. That's an awfully tough market to get thrown in the deep end of the water as a rookie. And it would appear they don't need to do that, given that they've got some vets ahead of them. Herbie, appreciate the time as always, man. Be well until we talk again, all right?
You got it. Anytime. See you, buddy.
All right, man. Thank you so much. The top of the draft, and I think this got shoved to the side, given that trade happened almost immediately after Cam Newton went from a zero-to-zero recruit famously to the #1 pick in the draft. Coming off 3-win season.
Well, that's crazy. Shador ain't go first round. That's fucked up. No, that's fucked up, bro. I'm gonna lie, bro.
Kim, you were once an underrated.
Why you say that?
No FCS.
Why you think that?
High school. Now, you're the #1 pick in this year's NFL draft. What stands out most from your journey to this point?
I just thank God, man. The hard work that I put my
You think Cam Moore better?
I just always have faith. You know, he's promised me, you know, this moment, my parents, you know, they really pushed me, you know, to get to where I am.
I can hear that emotion in your voice. Where's that coming from?
I said, another kid.
I thought we was gonna do something. You see what we just picked up, cuz? That shit was, we was supposed to grab Will Johnson, cuz. What the fuck?
The night that the dream becomes reality, as Ward becomes the fifth.
You said who got Will Johnson?
Touchdown pass. It's already drafted first overall.
Who Arizona got, though? On the defensive side.
Followed by Hurricane Vinny Testaverde in 87, David Carr, the expansion Texas.
I don't even think I think Buda Baker just retired, if I'm not mistaken.
Year for LSU, tap by the Bengals. Man, was it really 5 years ago? And now, Cam.
He just retired, bro. Real shit.
Now by Nick Saban. And Nick, through the years, you've been able to share your perspective of guys you had to coach against, like a Daniels a year ago.
Hell yeah.
And now working with us this year, you got to watch so much more football from all over.
Let me see your picture.
And I know Cam really impressed you. And he went from incarnate word.
I got Deontay John.
To Miami, and he got better, it seems, at each stop. Do you feel like his skill set, Nick, translates in the National Football League?
I got to get somebody, man. This year, I got to get somebody smooth.
I think it's a great start for them to start a quarterback, and I think
Y'all gonna be like that, cuz I couldn't even lie to you.
and skill set. I mean, this guy has a strong arm. He can
I think y'all is, cuz I ain't gonna lie.
good judgment. He's accurate. I just think he's got to learn to throw a little more consistent.
Y'all ain't even gonna use my nigga Blake Corum, bro. That shit crazy.
Scramble went think this guy's going to be a really good NFL player. And
Blake Corum, they need to train him or something, bro. My nigga Blake Corum too nice to be backing up niggas like the fuck out of here.
Because I think about Caleb Williams, right, with USC. He made so many incredible off-schedule, off-platform plays, but it's a hell of a lot easier to do that on Saturday than it is on Sunday. How much is that something you just have to really learn to rein that in?
Nah, fuck that.
Many of them won't translate.
Real shit though, man.
I don't think so at all. You know, the game speeds up. It's so
Who, Blake Corum?
It's so much more physical. You really have to learn as a quarterback to throw the ball on time, read, get the ball.
I fuck with my Michigan niggas.
And have a good sense.
No. Hey Barry, watch this though. You heard Jaleel and they was like, I didn't want to get a garbage ass tight end. Now watch Jordan Loveland. I mean, I said, what's his name? Loveland. You gonna be crazy. Watch. He gonna be crazy. Gonna be crazy. That's our tight end on Michigan. Watch. You gonna be like, he tough as fuck. He gonna be like that, bro. I'm telling you. Will Johnson and fucking. I'm telling you. That's Bull from you talking about the receiver? That's Bull. That's not Arizona. That's Arizona. That's Bull. Tall, light-skinned Bull. Hawaiian. That's smooth though. I ain't gonna lie. Hell no, he start snapping too. Nigga's stupid. That's what I don't like, bro. You can niggas just be like quick to just throw niggas like just do that. I hate niggas do that, bro.
Very well received there. I appreciate your time as well, Nick. Thanks for hanging out late with us tonight, okay?
That should be blowing me, cuz.
We appreciate Herbie and Nick Saban.
Niggas just be they be going off the, I don't know.
Green Bay in the first round of the NFL draft. Louis Riddick. What surprised him the most? Field Yates standing by with an eye on Friday. Who's still available?
My niggas is always just like they just write niggas off quick. Like I don't get that, bro.
At home as well. As we mentioned off the top, 7 different playoff games.
That should be corny. They just write niggas off so easily. Like it's just like I feel like niggas get that Russ treatment, that Russell Westbrook treatment too much. Everybody like it's just like I don't know, bro. I mean, you gotta earn the Patrick Mahomes treatment, but you ain't gotta throw a nigga under the bus like that. You ain't gotta do niggas like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's wild as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas ain't gotta do niggas like that, bro. I understand, bro. You gotta earn your respect type shit, but you ain't gotta do niggas like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. My nigga different, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Putting myself to a little upgrade.
I don't think so.
My body image. All it takes is positivity, a very painful laser, a little bit of crying, and bam, Pete's tattoo free. So when Verizon announced that.
But I'm saying though, cause these bitches be trying to force a baby on a nigga. He probably already said no. He didn't wanna.
A free phone? Look at this thing. I don't even need a case. That's how fun.
He's just trying to feel good, bro.
Try and beat it. I'll give you a cent.
Now that glove be definitely fucking shit up, though. I ain't gonna lie. They probably took that shit. Boy, I need that and that baby. I need.
$6 meal deal. It's a big deal.
That's weird, bro. She should get kind of charged for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all be talking about Aunt, that's fucked up for Aunt. She should get charged for that, bro. He gave her the money. Come on, bro. That's finessing, right? Right or wrong? Bro, he right. He gave her a bunch of money. He didn't want the money. He didn't want the baby, cuz. He said he didn't want the baby. Fuck is you forcing it for her? But I'm saying though, he said he didn't want the baby. Why the fuck is you trying to keep the baby? He gave you money, so fuck is you doing?
Planter's nuts. Nuts. Hey.
Why was it why not? Hey, she's a bad Joan, so I don't know.
You gotta wait till it's done.
I don't know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hell yeah.
Still holding. If my AC company had agent force, a powerful AI from Salesforce, an AI agent would have flagged the issue and automatically helped me grant someone services.
I'm about to say.
You are right. How'd you get an appointment? It just magically showed up. Agent Force, sir. Huh.
He probably did that shit on accident.
Agent Force helps manufacturers prevent appliance defiance.
So you gonna bust into something, right? You gonna automatically off the rip. It don't matter what female it is. You just. Alright, you gonna take care of the kid, but I'm saying though.
Healthy ingredients, natural nutrition.
But I'm saying though, if you gave her the shorty money, you wouldn't just be mad. Like, you like, fuck it. I give her money. I'm gonna just take care of the baby too. Yeah, you just not making sense right now. Come on, cuz. How you know? This shit can just happen, bro. She was a bad joint. Her ass was fat. He busted in it. He paid her for her abortion, and she didn't get it. She tried to finesse, cause he was Ant-Man.
Their CEO, Mark Murphy, announced the selection, and he.
No, bro. He gave her money, bro. Simple as that, bro. No. But I'm saying though, cuz. This is 37. See, yo, she was 37.
It's time, baby. Hey, I'm up finna bring that engine, man. I'm glad to be here. It's a blessing. Hey, let me get a green band 3, 1, 2, 3.
But for who the fuck thought she 37? Who the fuck thought she was actually gonna do some shit like that? She 37. She mature. She not mature. She not mature for that. I ain't gonna lie. She just not.
The speedster out of Houston, and then we welcome you back. Sports Center continues. Plenty more draft coverage coming, including Louis Riddick, Field Yates.
But I'm saying though, she 37. She definitely just got a kid mind. Like,
You ready for that? Yeah. First, some more context on this night.
nah.
The top storylines from the first.
Come on now. You know you. Come on, guys. Stop it.
Travis Hunter, considering both began their college careers below the.
He probably tried to get his rocks off, cuz. Simple as that. It's simple, cuz. She was on the same type time. She was on the same type time, cuz.
That makes Stanford Steve happy. Colton Loveland, by way of Michigan, and 10 to the Bears. Tyler Warren.
But a bitch telling you she on a pill do not mean nothing. She probably lying.
Top 15 since 1992. And still
He can use that. He gave her money in a what you mean? He can use that.
projected to go third overall when ESPN Bet opened the market.
I know that, but I'm saying though, that's kind of weird though. Like, you know, that's like if he talking about, did he give her money like before though?
Louis Riddick joins us now, and Louis, you get to be in the middle of that amazing scene. I love that Murphy announcement of that.
Exactly.
Well done. Those folks were
So that shit shouldn't even be valid. That shit shouldn't be valid, cause I ain't gonna lie, that's fucked up.
The totality of the draft, and what was a surprise to you? Something that you just didn't see coming.
How he was talking to her.
There's really two things. You know, I think at 19 when Tampa was on the clock, that many people thought that this was going to be a defensive pick all the way for Todd Bowles because they needed to fortify the defense. But then they wound up drafting that wonderful wide receiver from Ohio
She's
State, 19th overall. And I think that surprised me a little bit. And I think it surprised me because it probably tells you a little bit of something about maybe what's going on with Chris Godwin, who's...
So man, fuck that bitch.
You know, horrific.
I got that bread. I'm Ant-Man. Real shit though. No, that Buccaneers pickup, that Abuka dude. Is he a shitty person? How is he a shitty person, cuz? You can't call a nigga a shitty person off shit like that, cuz. You really can't. No, you can't, cuz. You probably flashed like that one time, cuz. You can't call you a shitty person, cuz. No, you can't.
But you can move him outside. The other one that surprised me, I think surprised us all, was right off the top. Cleveland trading out of number 2 back to 5, and Jacksonville coming up and saying, hey, look, you know what? We're not coming up to get a
So if you did that shit, I could call you a shitty person, cuz. Come on, cuz. I know you're not a shitty person, cuz. So shut up.
And we're going to pay a ransom in order to get him, because we think we're getting 2 players for for the price of one. I think that shocked me, not because I'm shocked that people feel this way about Travis Hunter, but because the first time GM decides to say, look, I
don't think Ant-Man is a shitty person, man. I don't think so.
With the splash, I'm going to go get the best player in this draft.
You call him a shitty individual, tomorrow he taking a dub.
First, and I'm going to pay whatever it takes to get him. And now Travis Hunter gets to go back near home down there in Florida and put his wonderful talents on display.
And he young, cuz. He young, bro.
How cool is that as the first time
he young type shit.
Guns a-blazing, and I'm going getting the best cat.
You said who?
And I think that set the tone.
Jordan? I don't like his personality at all, cuz. I ain't gonna lie. I really don't. That nigga is an asshole, bro. He ain't corny.
A pick that is a fit organizationally, player, opportunity-wise, that you really, really like.
He is one of them niggas, guys. Shit crazy. Hey, yo, cuz.
Right? And no one's going to sit here and say, I think this guy stinks, he's going to be awful. We're not limited to that. But it's something that you really believe is going to be something years from now we're going to
He really don't like black people. That's corny, bro. We all buy his shoes.
Quite honestly, there's a couple of them. But you know what? I'll go with this one.
Michael Jordan, bro. He really don't like black people, bro.
And I think he fits exactly what the head coach wants. And that's Ashton Jesse in Vegas with Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, look.
But I'm saying, though, we supported him. Fuck is he over here? You mean not fucking with us for? Bitch ass.
He wants to play that physical, in-your-face style. Chip Kelly is one of the most forward-thinking offensive coordinators in all of football, regardless of,
No, I ain't gonna lie though. Black people do be on some whole goofy shit though. Sometimes I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Yeah, that shit be corny, bro. I can't lie, but they be on some weird shit, bro. They just like you don't even be talking. You was never in a circle talking to them niggas. Like, why is you even acting like I owe you something or anything? Like, you was never in a circle.
Yeah, you're on the show.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That should be blowing me. When niggas get to talking slick and shit like that, that should be out of pocket. Like, I don't even hang with you like that for you to even feel that way.
Manager out there who came from Tampa Bay. It'll be interesting to see what he can get done between now and September to see if he can put a group of 5 in front of this young man to let him do something special. Because Ashton is special, and he's with the coach that will.
You ever watch Hurricane Season, cuz? That's that shit, huh, cuz? You fuck with that, Joe.
The end of this night, right? This draft's not done. There's just the first.
You ever ready 5 of the bullets in the feet, dude? Ah, yeah, crazy.
Significant contributions. You don't even hear.
That shit probably hurt. He was getting that cardio, and now he was getting cut up though. See, he wasn't. He was getting cut up.
Lewis, I appreciate your time. Look forward to watching the rest
That
of the
nigga
weekend.
abs was crazy.
Time at the end of a long evening.
Of course, man. Thank you.
All right, Lewis Riddick.
Oh shit! Oh shit! OKC down 3. Oh my goodness.
Talented playmaker at Michigan. Questions maybe I saw Adam Schefter tweeting about potential injuries there. Edge rusher for Marshall by Green. Of course, we know Shedeur Sanders is out there as
I'm trying. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see Billy get drafted, bro. I want to see Billy get drafted, bro. I can't lie.
Yates joins us now. I just listed the best available. I'll start with Shedeur just because that was such a talking point. What's the sense of the market that there will be for him? And do you think he'll have to wait a while to hear his name called on Friday as he did on Thursday?
Yeah, Scotty, I thought that there was a real chance we heard Shedeur Sanders' name called at the end of the first round tonight, perhaps in a trade like the Giants executed with the Rams.
Who, you shot that?
Get Jackson
that shit. Oh god, we tore that shit up.
As noted, over the past 3 drafts, there's been a total of one quarterback taken in the second round. So I'd love to sit here and tell you that the floor for Shedeur Sanders now is pick number 40, where the New Orleans Saints next pick. And of course, the Browns have 2 of the first 4 picks for Friday night. But I can't.
That nigga Scotty Barnes going crazy. Shea got 31. That's kind of normal, huh, cuz?
Each team has a different stack on these quarterbacks, and just because me or
What is she get me hot, bro? What's the come on.
The 20th or the 3rd best player in the entire draft. There's only a
What should I wear Under Armour, cuz? Should I fuck with that or no?
And it's clear the league did not have the same level of opinion.
You said Mush got some cleats.
Is there any sort of intel on what would have allowed that slip to happen?
You finna play football?
Yeah, I think, as we looked at the draft as a whole, this is how I evaluated the quarterback.
He finna play flag, I think. You know the crazy thing? I was trying to put him and Dude on the squad, bro, and Beeson took him off, bro. That shit was corny.
First overall selection tonight. Beyond that, it was Jackson Dart, Shedeur Sanders, Tyler Schuck and also Jalen Milroe, who was one of 2 players.
You playing?
in the green
Bro,
room
you be lying, cuz.
not taken in the first round.
That shit corny, cuz.
But once the Steelers did not pick a quarterback,
I should beat your ass, cuz. You hear me?
about 4 remaining quarterbacks with really only 3 teams that you felt like were strong bets to take a quarterback.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I might not even play for that Express shit. The Express team on flag. They be fucking drawing, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Milroe and Sador Sanders and Tyler
They don't be having practice, but I'm saying, bro.
available for him, at least not early in the process tomorrow night. So somebody's gonna have to.
That should be wild, bro. Like, niggas really suck, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Prior years, as a matter of fact,
At quarterback, niggas really suck, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
after Bo Nix was taken,
Like, we want, like, niggas. Like, niggas ain't on, like, you know, like the niggas in the flag John level, bro. And the quarterbacks, they really not.
The team just not view the player as a potential starter, and if you're drafting a guy that you might think has the ceiling of a backup, it could be a longer wait than we would have guessed coming into the event tonight.
I want to give you a pass at the same question I've asked all of our previous guests. The pick that you loved and why.
Me, but the Minnesota Vikings at number 24.
You outside?
Donovan Jackson, an offensive lineman from Ohio State. Those aren't the sexiest picks, right?
Nada.
20th player on my board, though, Scott. I know you follow
Nada.
football as close as anybody. In October of this past year, Ohio State lost Josh Simmons to a torn patella tendon. Donovan Jackson was an All-American level guard for Ohio State, had been for several years. The Buckeyes turned him and said, "Hey, would you kick out and play left?"
You know I don't play that, cuz.
Doing that. And imagine the downside. If he doesn't play well in an entirely
Maybe.
position, it might impact his draft stock. He said, "I'll do it." The first game he had as a left tackle was against Abdul Carter and Penn State. It was a rough go for this guy. It was his first time playing the position.
Maybe.
0 sacks allowed, 1 pressure allowed.
That's trifling.
Any of Ohio State's 4 playoff games. What you saw was number 74 Donovan Jackson playing darn near elite left tackle ball. So I think he'll end up being a guard for Minnesota.
2K be busting, man. Make that fucking shot, dude. Damn. Still make no fucking sense, dude.
I'll be honest, you turned into Charlie Brown's teacher halfway through. I stopped hearing words because all I was doing was looking at that Wick game. Steve and I live vicariously through anyone with that kind of flow. Like, what are you doing?
Spectacular. Well, here's the breaking news. Hasn't been touched since Christmas. A little after Christmas was the last time it got cut. And I've been telling people, the key
Spectacular. Dang, why you looking at the phone so damn hard?
There's not an ocean that I've been able to visit.
You hear me?
It's been, I think, a maximum of 41 degrees. We'll see salt spray and just let it flow, baby. The wife loves it, so we're in business.
I'll be outside in this third
I don't
quarter.
know if you know this, from certain angles, I don't have any seesaw ain't helping any of this, bro. Like, we're way beyond seesaw. I appreciate you indulging the ridiculousness of the hair question and always appreciate the intel. Fantastic work. You're killing it. I appreciate you, man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
All right. There's Field Yates. The info and the flow. What else do you want? Let's get into some playoff hoop and puck, shall we? Detroit and the Knicks. The Grizzlies, can they hang on?
Oh, Glenn. Oh, my gosh.
What do we know there?
Oh!
How about no?
You be acting different, man. You know that?
C-. Like, you could say anything. Just guess. Everyone else is.
The Grizzlies suck, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. The Grizzlies suck, bro. I can't lie, bro. Barry just said they was getting their ass, bro. Oh, I wouldn't even know. I had my shit muted. Barry, the Grizzlies suck, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's 108, cuz. I ain't gonna lie, cuz shit wild.
Really needs more salt.
That's wild. This the wildest shit of the night. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what you don't see in Psoriasis?
Now, how the fuck you gonna beat their ass for that long? That's how you know. It's like they taking it easy, cuz. That shit out of pocket, yo.
People with psoriasis can look very different depending on their skin tone.
Catch me, Landon.
Of Trimvia, we understand that everybody's moderate to severe plaque psoriasis doesn't look the same. So we undertook a first-of-its-kind study of plaque psoriasis and
That shit out of fucking pocket, bro.
like hers and his and yours.
Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need vaccine.
Ask your dermatologist about Trimvia.
Guacamole?
Is this for real? It is for real, yes. Nothing is frozen. Everything is made fresh every day.
If you see an open kitchen, you gotta trust the
City banged on you, Landon. Stop playing, nigga. Yeah, I ain't crushed on you. Nah, the way he got crunched on Barry, you should have seen it, cause he just got really like eat that ass. It wasn't even a contact, cause the shit was just horrendous. Like the shit crazy. Like he just punched on me.
Dude, what are you doing? I'm protecting my car. That's too much work. WeatherTech is so cheap.
What is he watching?
Floor liners up here, seat protector, and cargo liner back there. Nice. Out here, side window deflectors. And
Hell yeah, shit that hurt.
bump step.
Hell yeah.
Dent-free. Cool. It's the best protection for your vehicle. New or pre-
That is sad, cuz the Thunder got the league. Oh my gosh. That is sad, cuz I'm not even gonna lie. To blow a lead like that, that's terrible. How terrible is that though, cuz like, oh shit. It's back again.
Don't worry, she's bulletproof. What happened to bulletproof-ish?
Marvel Studios Thunderbolts. Get tickets now. Rated PG-13.
I'm Scott, and this is Lucky, and this is Lily. Lucky is 29 years old, and Lily is 11 years old. I got Lucky when he was 6 weeks old for the pollen. I've been feeding Lucky Gentle Giants for 14 and a half years, and I've noticed a 100% turnaround from what he was before that. There's no GMOs in Gentle Giants, so I don't worry about
You said what?
getting cancer.
I just couldn't stay in shape like I used to. But luckily, I found Nugenix.
Nugenix is a unique man-boosting formula that helps increase your free testosterone level. To get a complimentary bottle, text RANK to 369369.
They might as well, I ain't gonna lie, the Grizzlies lose this, they might as well just chalk it. Just stop. Now, I ain't gonna lie to it, Barry. If the Grizzlies sniff Ace Bailey or anything like that, cuz I ain't gonna lie, cuz motherfuckers fucked up. That's all the Grizzlies need is a small forward that's real smooth.
The New York Giants have just traded back into the first round, look for a quarterback here.
The New York Giants select Jackson Dart.
Shador Sanders was undrafted, a surprise, if not a shock.
I joked with Steve on our podcast, the SB Podcast, Top Podcast, but I really wasn't joking about giving out letter grades. I just find them to be comical. Nobody has any idea what grade a team should get. It's like
Julius Randle?
Really, if you think about it.
He is. Niggas be dissing him hard as fuck, cuz he really like that. He averaged like 20.
I give the first round a B+ for excitement, though.
Bro, he be balling, bro. Real shit, bro. He dead ass be balling. Niggas be sleep talk. I ain't gonna lie, his game is kind of weird, but like, he get to the bucket and he be at chest, cuz.
Because the trade at number 2 was breaking the second the first pick was made, and it felt like the entire evening seemed to somehow bypass the fact that Cam Ward was taken with a number 1 overall.
He's a problem, cuz. I can't lie. You definitely a problem.
Going first, and then somehow
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the Timberwolves, bro.
That was wild.
They really ain't lose. They ain't lose that trade, but they lost it. But they didn't. I ain't gonna lie. They did. They didn't. For real. Cause Cat, he's definitely a superstar, star, whatever you want to call him, bro. But I don't see that nigga winning shit, bro. Unless they add another part, like, you know. Like he just slick. They slick on the same level for real. On some shit. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. That's Cat. Cat definitely better, but Julius Randle not ass. The way niggas just be dissing him. Nah.
But here comes the biscuit. DeMarway Jr. hits the 3. He had 7 threes. Tying Chauncey for the most in a playoff game here. Sark Thompson makes the free throw. It's a 3-point game. Now a 1-point game. Karl Anthony Towns. That was a big-time bucket. DeAndre makes it a 4-point game. Dennis Schroeder coming up big. From Cave, clean look. He had 18 5-point game. Jalen Brunson, as Action Bronson described, does as he pleases in a sea of larger men. Oh, that's nasty. Pounds. Baseline fadeaway. First Knicks center with a 30-point game in the playoffs since Patrick Ewing in '97. Cunningham on the attack. Hangs. Hits. It's a 3-point game. $1:30 to go. 3-point game still. A block from Towns. Some contact, they say play on, and Brunson goes the other way. Attack mode with the left off the window. The lead pushed back to 5. Brunson attacks again. They end up winning by 2. Wild sequence at the end where he's at the free throw line. There was the buzzer went off, which was bad. We didn't show it to you because in the end it didn't amount to anything. But it was kind of nice.
Oh, you trying to crunch some shit, boy.
Brunson and Towns become the fourth
different
duo to each drop 30 in the same playoff game. The first to do it in a quarter century. Before that, it was Allen Houston and Latrell Sprewell in '99. Before them, it was Patrick Ewing and Richmond Spider legend Johnny Newman. That was in '88. To the ice, little overtime winner in the battle for Ontario. Ottawa hosting a home playoff game for the first time since 2017. They're down 2-0. They lost in overtime game 2. This Leafs team has got to be feeling a ton of pressure, but less after that remarkable win at home. This is a beautiful pass from Mitch Marner. And Linus Ullmark is just looking the wrong way, and Austin Matthews pounds it home. We're more than half.
Let me see what the fuck is going on there.
Brady gets stuck.
Conchar in the game, Bane into the corner. Here comes Kennard to the left. Little bit of contact, gets it to Conchar. That's short. Rebound, Holmgren. Now you got a foul. Ahead of the pack to Caruso all by himself.
Dude, Barry. Barry.
Multiple chances for the Grizzlies. The Thunder have scored 8 straight on TNT. It's the NBA playoff.
Landon.
The journey begins.
You want to know what the score is, fam? The Thunder and the Grizzlies. 113-108. The Thunder. They was just up like 29. Oh my goodness.
Tomorrow on ESPN.
I'm glad I ain't put the bet down though, cause
I'm betting rebound props on FanDuel. After all, I am the league's greatest rebounder.
I should have went with Barry.
Incorrect.
Thunder.
Top 5 for sure. You are 19th on the all-time list. Amazing. What about scoring? 31st and likely to be passed soon. Assists? No results found. Best TV personality?
I'm finna dip though, cause.
What about celebrity golfer? Do you
hear me?
want to know?
You hear me, Landon?
New customers bet $5 and get $250 bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
I'm finna get off for a little bit.
Where we have watched the craziest